All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming back. I really do appreciate everything that everyone has done for me. Blair, man, you were amazing the other night. You stayed on with me the entire time, dude. That was absolutely crazy. It really was. I could not believe that we were there, man. um, I just want to kind of go over a couple things. I'm not going to be on too long. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Sunday. Um, I just kind of wanted to talk about a couple things, like the um basic concept of this fear factor of the comet. I I didn't learn about the comet until I got home last night from the birthday party, which, by the way, was they were very friendly. They were very respectful, good people. Um, Sometimes you just go over just to hang out with people and just see people and see how they're doing. I really enjoy being around anyone that has a different outlook on life. I really do. And when people live differently and people have different experiences, it's always very interesting. Anywho, I don't even know if anyone's going to come on today. I don't even know if anyone's going to be here. I it's just kind of one of those things. I was telling a few people yesterday that I was going to do this, but I did want to talk about the issues that we do and actually have been having. I was wondering a few things, and I was going to ask people here, people that do come, how do you feel about the red wave? How do you feel about the fact that we are looking at possibly something that is going to change the way we view the world, change the way we do things, and we're possible. I mean, I don't think that it's going to happen, but they're saying that we could have every single state go red. I don't believe that. I mean, even if there are a lot of people that are awake now, and even if there are a lot of people that are paying more attention, I still don't think that we are going to have every single state go red. I just don't. I'm not buying that. I mean, do we really think they're going to let California go red? Do we really think that New York is going to go red? I mean, because I don't. I don't think ever. I don't think ever in the history of ever, as long as I'm going to be alive, anyway. Let's say I live to be 100. I don't think New York would ever go red. I just don't. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. Um, but I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if we did something like 40 out of 50. That would be pretty cool. 40 out of 50 would be nice. It would definitely set a precedent, and it would tell people that we are watching, we are changing, we are developing a better way to understand the way the world works versus um, versus how people want to see things, do see things. The blinders. I've talked about the horse blinders several times. If people can wake up, if people can honestly, face their fears and face the things that make them afraid, actually facing the things that you do not want to see and you do not want to know from reality versus your fantasy. Shattering that fantasy is very important. If you watch any of the uh, videos that I've recommended to you, or any of the like pearly things or whatnot, one of the biggest issues that we have on the panels, and this is across the board, and the cool thing about Pearly is that she does live broadcast here in Dallas, and then she does live broadcast there, and I believe it's in London. I think it's in London, and people are just as delusional in London as they are here. Um, I would have to say though that the average person in the average female in America is much more delusional than the average female in London. I don't know why that is. It's almost like the women in London are facing reality a little bit more for whatever reason. I don't really care about the reason. I like it. I want people to be able to open up their eyes and see things clearly. But the men are definitely more delusional in London than the men in America. Men are just waking up faster in America than they are in London. I don't know why. Again, it's not for me to say because I'm not in college. So I couldn't even give you the beginning stats for how that works. But I love watching some of these panels. You'll see it on Fresh and Fit. You'll see it on Steven Crowder. You'll see it on Daily Wire. You'll see it on a lot of the ways that they're explaining this to people, like when they're doing their live, like Charlie Kirk, I believe is his name. Charlie Kirk will be up there just spouting facts live in front of, let's say 500 people. And he'll be spouting facts, just fact. And some little snippet will come up and, it'll be a person from the alphabet community, or, it'll be a third wave, fourth wave, lesbian, man-hating, multicolor-haired feminist. And even though he's been sitting there spouting facts, they're going to pull out their little pamphlet and they're going to be like, did you know that blah, 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 blah. Like, it's perfect. It's memorized. It's wow. It's actually regurgitated the exact same way that it's been programmed inside of their head to say. And they need no facts whatsoever to back it up. They need nothing to back it up. And I think it's hilarious because even though he's sitting there reading from maybe 10 scientists, 10 psychologists, 10 ecologists, whatever, economists, and they're reading from their professor because their professor was a beatnik, or he was a hippie, or she was a hippie, or she was a beatnik, and they've been teaching students for 20 years to think the way that they think and feel the way that they feel. They don't like the reality. They don't like the concept of there being something that could shatter their reality. So the red wave, it's incredibly important. I don't know what's going to happen. I had this conversation with Dillard the other day with Blair on. And by the way, thank you, Blair. I don't know if I could end the podcast without you, man. It was awesome. And thank you for everyone that came on. I can't thank you guys enough. I don't expect today to be anywhere near that. I didn't do the prep for it like that. But I did say, I think it was like 10 days ago that I do want to try to do a Sunday thing every morning. Like a weekly recap type thing, just like its title. But anyways, I've talked to several people that agree with me on this, and several people that disagree with me on this. But the way history works is it's cyclical, just like the weather patterns. We will get into a greenhouse effect conversation because apparently we can't say the other word, but we can say what they originally called it. Greenhouse effect. We can't say the GW, and we can't say CC anymore. So stupid. Your time is coming, YouTube. It's over. You're gonna lose, man. It's great. But anyways, if you go back to the beginning, before slavery was considered to be evil, before slavery was considered to be wrong by the masses. Okay, make sure we use precise words. The Democrats were the ones running the country. The Democrats were the ones that were pushing for slavery. Don't forget that. Don't let them mislead you on that. Okay, they were the bad guys back then. And then another note that a lot of people don't know is Abraham Lincoln was the very first Republican president. And I'm not one of these people that come out and say that he was this great, wonderful, perfect president. Look, he had his faults. Okay, you can fact check me, but I'm pretty sure he had more than just a couple slaves himself. I'm pretty sure he treated them well, but that's like saying that I kidnap a woman and hold her in a basement and I feed her and take care of her. I treat her really well. Yeah, it's still horrible. So, right now, the side of good is the Republicans, or at least they're on the right side of history right now. Okay, but if we go 20 years in the future and we have 20 years of Republican rule, then we're going to have a system created by the Republicans, right? So what if in 20 years the Democrats are good? It's and the reason why we're talking about this, I know a lot of you guys don't like to get political on this, and I won't talk too much about it, but it is important that we pay attention to it, because when this is all done and this is all over, we're going to be voting these people in, and these people that we vote in, they're going to be up to you. Okay. They're going to be, they're going to be the ones that teach us, train us, show our children how to be, the government policies, the state policies, everything that's going to be put into effect, right? It's going to be from the people that we vote in. So remember that. And it is good to vote locally. It is good to represent your area. It is good to represent the things around you. It's good to do that kind of stuff. You want to, at the bare minimum, you want to at least pay attention to some of the stuff that's going on. You really do. I cannot stress enough. I really can't. I can't stress enough how. Am I missing people? No, no one's come in. All right, let's do this. Let's say hello. Mm-hmm. Ooh. All right. So, anyways, we are going to have a figurative and literal red wave. It's going to happen. It's going to come. We're going to be basically judged off of these decisions that we're going to be making here very, 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 very soon. And I think it's a very interesting time. Think about all the things that we're watching. Think about all the stuff that's happening. And I honestly think that I'm trying to show you guys like pictures. I'm trying to learn this shit as I go. Obviously, we'll cancel that for now. I really do feel that this is incredibly important, and that we really do need to kind of. I guess I've told you guys we need to wake up. I've told you guys we need to pay attention, but at the same time, we also need to be incredibly careful, because if we just do what they've been doing, look at California. California is a perfect example. They've been voting blue for the last 30, 40 years, whatever it is. It's some ridiculous length of time. They've been voting blue constantly, over and over and over and over again. Okay, and look at California right now. You have the shanty towns under each bridge for like 20 miles or more. I don't know how long it is now. There is 20 blocks of homeless in certain areas, and it's all Democrat run. And when you look at Gavin Newsom, when you look at him basically on live camera, he has no idea what he's talking about. It's, I said this on the live broadcast the other day. It's almost like he isn't told what the reality is of his state. So they keep him locked up inside of a house and feed him amazing food, bring him women probably, and let him drive fast cars. And basically they put their own version of horse blinders on him so he doesn't see what's actually going on in public. That makes sense, because that way he can actually talk with impunity and he doesn't have to worry about other people. Think about that. I have French roast every Sunday. It's amazing. So I digress, but I again, I didn't really want to talk about this too much. I was hoping I have a couple people on that could come in and ask me questions. It doesn't look like anyone's going to come on. So, but regardless, this is a work in progress, and I really and hopefully, I really do hope that everyone enjoys and wants and asks questions, because when this is all said and done, okay, and we really do get a bigger following, and other people do come and they understand that this is more of a fan channel. This is more of the chat channel. I really want people to kind of like have open and honest debates on here. I want people to discuss topics that people don't want to talk about. And we haven't even gotten into some of the things, guys, that I really want to get into. I would really much rather get a bigger following before we do that. But I get flack for this all the time. I want people to um, I want people to be able to converse with each other and be able to give people their own opinions and give people their ability to think their thoughts without having to worry about um, you know repercussions, for God's sakes. Don't do that. Um, I don't know who's here, but thank you for coming. Thank you for showing up. I don't know who you are, but hey, Shadowhawk, how you doing, bro? I think it's just you and me, man. I don't think anyone else is here, dude. It's probably too early on a Sunday. Everybody gets a little um, what is it? What's the word? They get a little plastered Saturday night. So if you want to jump in, bro, I'm just babbling, man. You're more than welcome to come on if you want to come on, dude. I don't know who else is gonna be here, but I we're talking about the red wave that's coming. I would love to have your thoughts on it, by the way. I was really hoping Rex would come on. Rex said he would try. Apex said he was going to be too busy making breakfast. But I'm trying to run for about an hour, dude. Maybe an hour and a half. I've got my coffee. We're just sitting here chilling. I do appreciate you coming in and giving me the like, man. I don't think you're still here. Oh yeah, you're there. Okay. Oh, we got 3. We're up to 3 now. And I know I don't normally have my normal energy because I do get up in the morning and I usually have some decent amount of energy, but very tired today. It's been a long week. That 6.5 hour thing of the day. Wow, that was awesome. You guys were amazing. I know, right? No, man, you take your time, bro. If you guys want to come in, obviously, just like always, be respectful. Don't hurt anyone's feelings. Just kidding. You hurt as many people's feelings as you want to. Go grab some coffee, man. Take a shower, whatever. I'll be here for a few minutes at least. But no, this is going to be good, okay? And don't be afraid of the change that we're going to have. Don't be afraid of the fact that we are going to have a lot of Republicans coming in. What we need to do is we need to hold them accountable, because when we go back and we look at Trump's presidency, this is because I've been very open about this. Okay, I didn't vote for Trump. Okay, I didn't even approve of him while he was getting voted into office. I didn't approve of that because I still believe that I was at least somewhat right. And I was somewhat wrong as well. But, he was a celebrity. He was someone that was looking for clicks. He was someone that was looking for, a way to make money. But what I was wrong on was he actually did care about the country. He really did. He cared about the country, whatever his reasons were. I mean, look at how great we did. Look at how wonderful we did whenever he was president. So if we do get this red wave and we do get Republicans in, I just don't want them to make the same mistakes he did. He was very afraid to do things because he was worried about people were going to see him. I mean, look at the Portland problem. We had a city taken over, and Trump really didn't want to go in and do things. So I just hope that we are able to count on the Republicans to come in and make a change. I really do. I want them to come in and get rid of the policies that people have, get rid of the crapola that has been going on. And I want them to stop allowing the Democrats to do certain things. I want them to be able to protect us from the woke and the PC culture. But I also want them to give us the necessary things that we, absolutely have to learn to be able to fight the woke PC culture. Like, people have to stop being afraid around other people about what they say and what they do. That isn't illegal. We have to respect people. Obviously, I do believe respect is necessary, but just because a person is a part of the alphabet soup doesn't mean we have to walk on eggshells around them. Look, guys, ladies, they don't have the right to tell us what to think or what to feel, no more than we have the right to tell them what to think or feel. Okay, so let's just say for the sake of argument, we do offend someone a part of the alphabet soup, right? Um, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Okay. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's up to them. It's up to them to decide on what to think and what to feel. If they get offended by us, that's not our fault. Okay. Like we can say whatever we want. Hey, we got four. Yeah, we got four. Hey guys. I hope everybody's doing good. I don't know who's watching, but yeah. You guys are awesome. Um, but we the United States of America doesn't have an identity, you know. Oh, there's Shadowhawk. Cool. Hey, Shadowhawk, how you doing, man?
Hey, man.
Okay.
How you doing, dude? Sorry, brother. I just woke up about 10 minutes ago, man. Just getting my first cup of
Make
coffee.
sure I've got my volume on. Whoop.
Can you hear me?
Wow, what's up? Hang on. I can't. Shadowhawk, if you can talk to me, bro, text me in the chat
Yeah.
if you're
Can
talking
Can
because
you hear me, bro? Am
apparently
I?
my speakers are
It
doing
looks
that
like my mic
thing
ain't
that they
working.
love to do. Let's go
Hold
here.
on.
Let's
Let me.
fix this. You know,
Hold on.
if I've
Jump
been
out.
quiet the whole time, I'm gonna be so pissed. Yep, you just left. Oh, that's good stuff, man. Let's check this out, guys. Give me 1 second. Let's see here. We will have to go to settings, system, sound. We'll 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 have to. There we go. All right, it's fixed, man. Come on back in, buddy. I can hear you now. Yeah, I don't know what it is. My computer is very fickle about certain things. I don't. It's like, hey, shout out. Can you hear me now, man?
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, dude. I don't know what it is about my computer, man. Like for whatever reason, I guess it's just not I mean, I thought it was an expensive laptop. I spent enough money on
Yeah.
it, but apparently it doesn't have the ability to constantly like keep the mic on or keep the speaker on. Sometimes when I go to settings and I go to look for the speakers, it actually doesn't even recognize that my computer has any speakers. Like it's not even there. There are no speaker options. So I'll have to like close settings and then
Yeah.
reopen
Yeah.
settings. It's so weird. All right. Hey, dude, we have Mrs. Wojin Simsey. I know Wojin Simsey. She's from another YouTube channel. I'm a Fallout 4 fan, Shadow. So
Oh,
like,
cool,
dude, like I'm obsessed with Fallout 4. It's like one of my
dude.
all-time favorites.
I've never even played Fallout. My kids have. I've never
It
even played it. So
are you a gamer? We've I don't think we've ever actually had a gaming conversation on George's channel, Rex's channel,
yeah,
or on
I
Dillard's.
I used to be a big Modern Warfare guy when well uh, okay. So anybody who hasn't heard this story before, I haven't gotten to see my son in about 6 years because his mom is just a shitbag.
Wow,
Um, so I haven't seen my son since his 11th birthday. So I haven't played PlayStation in like 6 years.
wow, that's horrible, man. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, people make mistakes, you know.
This is true,
I,
dude.
unfortunately, I mean, I love my boy to death, man. But God, if I'd have never met his mom,
Rebecca, I didn't know if you wanted me to tell everyone your name. I don't know exactly how private people want to keep their things. So, of course, I remembered your name. It's just I didn't know if you wanted me to call you with Joan, Simsy here, or Rebecca. But this is Rebecca, Shadowhawk. She is
yeah,
from
Rebecca.
that. She's it's really cool. Go check it out. Well, all it does, it's a live stream. Rebecca, I don't know if it ever turned off, but the live stream for the radio. It's Fallout Radio played from Fallout 3, Fallout 4, and Fallout New Vegas. And it just runs constantly. Okay. It
Oh,
doesn't
wow.
ever turn off. And it plays the music from Fallout and it plays the the radio guys, because one of the cool things from Fallout is you when you're listening to the radio in Fallout as you're going through the wasteland, because it's called the wasteland. Um, when you're traveling through the wasteland of Fallout, when you have the radio on, you have DJs, okay, and the DJs have their own really weird personalities in every single one of them. So and everybody has their favorite Fallout. Like Tim Pool's favorite Fallout is Fallout 3, and a lot of people go with Fallout the New Vegas because that was a very popular, very pushed one. A lot of people liked it because it was so big. I never played Fallout until Fallout 4. I never even played it. Like I never even heard of Fallout until Fallout 4 came out. So that's why I'm a Fallout 4 guy. And I think it's one of the least popular ones actually out of all the Fallouts, which is kind of ironic if you look at it from a certain perspective. But anyways, man, how are you, dude? How was your sleep? How was your night?
Oh, good, good. Hey, I was sorry. I think I fell asleep on you Friday night, brother.
Well, we were worried about you because we knew that you were drinking a little bit. But I told Blair, I was like, dude, we'll keep him on until he starts snoring. When he starts snoring, then we'll cut it, you know. But dude, you were
Oh
on for
shit.
like 30, 40 minutes, maybe even an hour before you went off. I don't
Oh
know how you
really, dude?
felt.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah. Now I don't know. Did someone come in and did your wife come in and turn
I
you
I
off?
I probably woke up and ended, hit the button just like, oh shit, I'm still alive.
I
It's like
mean,
it's become second instinct to me anymore, like because like Rex is doing streams twice a day now. So by the time I go to bed, um, like 4 or 5 hours later, Rex usually is up already again streaming. So like as soon
uh-huh.
as I wake up, I'll hit StreamYard, check it out. Like, oh, yep, there's Rex. I'll pop him on in the morning while I'm getting ready for work. But
Why is it?
yeah, it's amazing how much of your life YouTube can take up when you're not paying attention.
I mean, I was very impressed, man. I mean, look, we've only got 3 people watching us right now. Now, granted, we are in the morning, but I was not expecting to have that big of a turnout, dude. Like I was thinking maybe most we might have like 6 or 7 people. Some of the guys I talked to, but and then before I knew it, I think at most we had 18, is it 18 or 20, and then we had I think it was over 640 chats during the entire stream.
Oh shit,
And
dude, that's
yeah,
good.
dude, 640 chats.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, which I was like, wow. And but what's weird though is, okay, remember we were watching it, right? It said we had 18 likes, and it said we had 133 views, and it kept that number. I woke up the next day, and it's still sitting at 88 views and 11 likes. So we lost 7 likes and like 60 views.
How the hell does overnight? How does that happen?
Because that's what I was telling Rex on the show yesterday. I was telling him, I was like, look, we lost a lot of views, we lost a lot of stuff, and then I couldn't even find it except for on my phone. Then I came
Oh,
on.
dude, yeah, there's been all kind of weird shit going on this weekend.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, man, this is not a conspiracy theory, guys. I promise you, everybody's losing their fucking mind because when Mr. Big old Elon Musk came in with his billions of
Mhm.
dollars and bought Twitter, all of the other social media platforms, this one included, is freaking out. As a
Yeah,
matter of
they're
fact,
they're all their buttholes clenched.
oh yeah, man. Um, I, I I have to say this too though. I really do believe. I'm trying to do this. There we go. Okay. For whatever reason, it was like not letting me type in the chat for some Super Spurg. Yeah, welcome Super Spurg, everyone. Yeah, dude, he was with us all night the other night too.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so I don't know what happened. I don't know if the likes are gonna come back. I don't know if the
Nah, dude, yeah, they probably won't. You might as
if
well.
that's what I'm saying. But the question is the true question is why, right? Like why they disappear? Why did
Well, I mean, I think we all know the answer to that question, brother. It's just people don't want to fucking say it because we're all being censored. If we're talking about shit that's sensitive, and to a certain group, you know,
Yep.
um, we're not allowed to speak. Everybody else can speak, but if you're a little bit conservative, if you want, to not maybe have an abortion at fucking 8.5 months or what have you, then you're gonna be censored. That's just the way it is right
Hey, I like to be very careful with the way I say my words, right? And I'm not talking about censorship. I like to be very precise in what I say, and I hope my viewers, will always see this. But I do not want to automatically go into a situation thinking that my enemy is responsible for everything. And make no mistake, the people that run YouTube. Oh, I lost you, bro. I lost him. Um, the people that run YouTube, the ones that own it, the ones that formulate the streams and figure out everything. Okay, the the whole concept of YouTube is based off of these people that do not want you to be able to say what you want to say. So YouTube, the people that run YouTube, not the people that are on YouTube, are my enemy. Okay, they're the enemy of anyone that wants to have free speech. They're the enemy of anyone that wants to be able to express themselves. They're the enemy of anyone that wants to be able to have a conversation without being interrupted because they're offensive to someone. Shadok, man, you can come back anytime you want, bro. I don't know what happened. I still have the StreamYard and the link, man. I think you probably lost your. There you are, dude. I promise you, I didn't kick you, bro. That wasn't me. I didn't
now.
do
No,
it.
no, no, man, dude. If I don't kick myself at least once a day, then shit. Is my mic dead again?
No, I can hear you, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I don't.
yeah,
I don't think that was you. Okay, I promise you. If there,
I think it was just StreamYard, dude. I don't know.
well, okay, but from this point forward, because remember, my first experience with Lorenzo was like insane. Okay, like it was like this quadruple feedback loop, right? So like from this point forward on any live stream, if there's any sound issues, I'm always gonna think it's me. So like
Right, right, yeah.
seriously, like I'm always gonna think it's me. I'm the problem. But Supersburg says, well, YouTube is a leftist format. You aren't allowed to make self-defense gun videos. He is right. I can't even show my weapon on screen.
Yeah, no, yeah, dude.
Gun videos sometimes, or they'll be taken down. I have friends complaining why they're self-defense videos. I thought about, because I do training people. I thought about maybe putting up some self-defense classes because there are self-defense videos on YouTube. Okay.
Oh yeah.
But they're very not all of them. I'm not speaking for every single one of them. Okay. But a lot of them are total bullshit. Like there's just one video, right? I love this. This is like one of my favorite ones. You got to go check this out. Okay. There's like this cop. Okay. And he's fat. All right. Let's just say it for what it is, right? He's very fat. Okay. And he's got this guy holding a freaking Glock, like on his chest. I mean, it's like literally touching his chest like this. Okay. And he's like, now, if you're in this situation, this is how you take away the perpetrator's weapon. And I'm just, okay. You see the smile, right? You see my face, right? Like I'm like, dude, you're dead. Like, you're fucked. There is no taking that gun from him.
You're
And
so
I mean, like this guy's like, no, you put your hands up and you swipe, and he does these stupid fucking moves and shit, right?
Yeah, and you try to stick your finger in between the slide so the gun.
He's like, you gotta grab the top of the gun and you gotta pull the slide back.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah,
like
dude.
You're an idiot.
And I'm like, oh my god, like, because there's people that are actually going to watch that video and they're actually going to believe that. So they're going to be like standing there like this with a dude holding the gun to their chest, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, I've seen that video on YouTube, man. I can survive this shit." Yeah, I love those videos. Like,
shit.
and also,
sorry, dude, I gotta be a little quiet. Everybody's
okay,
still
it's okay,
sleeping.
it's okay. So, all right. So, I don't know if it was the Detroit guy, Supersburg. I don't know if it was him, man. I'm not sure, but it was a cop, and he's like in full gear too, right? So he's like in full like armor or something. And and if you've ever worn full armor, I've got class 4 sitting within 20 feet of me. Okay, so if you've ever worn any type of body armor whatsoever, you don't move very fast. Okay, like you don't. Like you have an incredibly hard problem being able just to move. So, anyways, but I spent a decade exposing frauds on YouTube. Okay, dude, you know what, man? I was gonna ask you, Super Spurg, like if you never came on the other night, but if you ever wanted to come on and me and you talk, weapons and talk, different fighting techniques, you obviously know a lot too. I mean, I've been, I'm in my 40s, so I've been studying since I was very young, since about 7 or 8. So if you ever
Oh
want to
wow,
come on and just shoot the shit, man, because he studied remember he studied Muay Thai and or is it
yeah,
Wu?
yeah.
I think he said Thai boxing. He did Thai boxing as well,
Well, dude, I
and
started off as a traditional boxer as a kid, and then like in 1996, I think it was UFC 2. It was the first one they actually televised pay-per-view.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was like New Year's Eve 1996, man. And I saw fucking Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and I lost my mind. I was like, yeah.
Hang on one
But
second. Hey, but carry.
oh no, Vincent, where'd you go?
All right, sorry about that. My dogs are going crazy, man. I'm like, what the hell are they barking at? They're like down there, like playing. They're wrestling. They're doing like WWF with each other on the ground right now. Um,
What kind of
so
dogs you got, Vincent?
yeah, I've got great dogs, man. My dogs are awesome,
Yeah,
but
what kind of dogs you got?
they're four of them are a Australian Shepherd Black Lab mix with a bunch of other dogs. So they're like amazing. I mean, they're like,
Oh
uh,
wow, dude, yeah, mutts are the best, man. They're
yeah,
so
dude.
good.
Jeremiah he looks like he's a straight up golden lab. Then you've got Lucian. He is just like his mom. He looks like a Australian Shepherd. He's a smart one. He's
Uh,
the frisbee chaser, ball chaser, door opener, open up the fridge, take a beer out, pop it, with his non opposable thumb. That's Lucian.
yeah, yeah, which
Um,
is amazing.
yeah. Then you've got Perseus. Perseus, like from the day Perseus was born, dude, I was like, that dog's gonna be special. And I don't mean special in a good way. I mean special
You named him
where
fucking Perseus. Come
like
on.
where it is home. Hey, Perseus was a cool fucking character, man. I love Perseus. Um
That's
and
amazing.
and then you got Phoebe. I call her my black ninja princess. She was like solid black, and she would hide out underneath the dresser. And when the puppies would come past her, she'd shoot her paw. She'd like, pat, pat, pat. You know, yeah. I've got Bear. Bear is the father. Okay, he's just this big old giant head, man. Like he's six dogs. Okay, like he has six breeds in him. Okay, and he's this just sweetheart, just soft, lovable dog. And their mother was Valkyrie. She passed away recently. She lived to be 18 years old, man. I had her since she was about 3 months. She was my little girl, man. I miss her every day. I still wake up and I even though it's been almost like 8 months now, I mean, I still
Oh
wake up
man.
and I expect to see her because she's been in my life for 18 years, So
Yeah,
like
dude,
I still expect to see her like when I go to feed them. She has like a spot where I would feed her, and I really still expect to like put food there. I miss her so much. And then I think a couple people have seen him. I've got the little bitty Beamer. He's a Faline Papillon, and he's just a little shit. He really is. He's just a little shit that is lazy and adorable and has absolutely no other purpose except for being adorable. You know what I mean? So, but
He's like Baby Yoda. No purpose at all.
they always have stories to tell, Rebecca. Okay, so real
Well, dude,
quick.
I don't know if you've seen my dog or not. I show her off on streams quite a bit, but she's half yellow lab and half fucking John Deere tractor, I think. Because, dude, when she sees a rabbit or a squirrel, she will pull you across the neighborhood. chasing that freaking thing.
Aw.
I was stream I was streaming one night. I'm sitting out on the back porch live with Rex, and we're just shooting the shit, like we're doing right now. My wife comes walking around the corner of the house with the dog on a leash, and I'm like, oh, my wife's walking the dog. And 2 seconds later, Daisy sees a rabbit and takes off. And you see my wife just go poof, and her feet come off the ground, and she's been dragged 6 feet across
How
the yard.
what's your dog's name and how big is it?
Daisy, she's half lab. We're not sure what the other half is. She's definitely half yellow lab.
Okay.
Um, but she's about 55 pounds, maybe, dude.
55
But
pounds? Okay, okay.
yeah, but I mean, she will pull you across the freaking yard like you're a nothing.
I mean, dude, dogs are strong. But I've never, ever since I've been out of the Corps, except for like maybe for the first like 6 months, I've always been normal. I had a part bobcat once. His name was Minxie when I first got out. I lured him in with a raw shrimp. But
Oh, wow, no shit.
he passed away when he was 20. Man, he lived to be 20 years old, dude. Um, I've had so many
Amazing.
animals. At one point, I had 9 animals in the house, and it was
Yeah,
cool.
dude, you were talking about your dogs. You're like, well, this one, this one, this one. I'm like, fuck, you got a pack.
Yeah, I got a pack, dude. It wasn't on purpose, one dog got pregnant, and then,
Right, right, yeah. And then
yeah.
you just, you got
So,
another dog.
but look, on Super Spurg, I wanted to tell you, man, because me and Super Spurg are probably gonna have the same conversations when he comes on. And Rebecca, I'm gonna get your I'm gonna get to everybody's comments, Rebecca. I promise you. But
Right, guys.
so like there's these videos, Shadow. Okay, I know this is gonna sound fake, but this is real. I promise you, this is real. Okay, but there is this fighting technique called the Russian slap fighting technique. Yes, I said slap, SLAP. Okay,
Right, dude.
and Super Spurg knows exactly what I'm talking about because he's probably seen the videos. I mean, these dudes, they just slap you.
Yeah.
That's all they do. And it's this weird. They'll come up to you like they're kind of gimpy, and they'll be like, "Dang," and then like do this. I mean, it's hilarious. Man. Okay, like watching the videos, like you don't know if you're being punked or if you're like if it's like a bit. But no, apparently they're legit. Now I'm not talking about the slap contest. Those are different. Those guys they
Oh
they
yeah,
put
or
their
like
hands in
dudes like
stand and they
yeah,
and they work out their hands with like all kinds of shit. Those
that
guys
shit's
knock out a
crazy.
300-pound dude with a slap. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
not talking about those guys. All right, those
that's
guys
a
are
whole
fucking
different
monsters.
kind of slapping, right?
Yeah, yeah. Those motherfuckers are breaking jaws. You know that, right? They're
Dude, yeah,
breaking jaws, dude.
and they're busting eardrums, man.
Yeah,
You get that.
busting eardrums.
Oh,
I mean, like one dude went
good
to jail
lord.
because he slapped his wife. He slapped his wife and he gave her a concussion and broke her jaw. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, it was pretty crazy. But there's now my favorite video, my favorite all-time martial arts video, though, is this. I don't know if he's a hippie. I don't know if he's like some weird drugged out meth head or whatever. But he's sitting in front of this very fit young white man. It's a blonde-haired white dude. He's on his knees, and he has told everyone that he can stop any person from hitting him with his mug. Okay. So he's like sitting on his knees, and everyone around him is like laughing their ass off. Okay. And like he's like, okay, so let me gather my chi. Okay. And ready, go. And this dude just slaps the shit out of him. Like, I mean, dude, it's so hard that I swear to God, I can feel getting hit. And the guy obviously has never been hit before in his life because he gets hit and he's like this. This is his face. He's all, okay. I wasn't thinking clearly. Do it one more time. And then the dude hits him again and just knocks him out. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck? I mean, I'm not really mad at the guy for knocking him out because obviously this dude needs to be brought back to reality. But that's a perfect example of like, because I wanted to move to the next topic about Karens, but that's a perfect example of people living in this made up make believe reality of this is the way it is because like one of my most biggest pet peeves. I want to write a book about this. But there is a huge problem since now we have YouTube and Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and the internet. People think because they've watched a video on something or because they've read an article on something that makes them an expert in whatever the field is, right? So,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I truly do believe that that's what's happening. So, like, a person will watch like a kung fu movie and then go watch a couple kung fu videos,
You
and
watch
they're a
a couple
martial artist.
Bruce Lee
Okay.
movies, and then you're a dragon.
Yeah, you're ultimate level dragon. All right, so let's catch up with these chat. Oh, we got Eric in here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude, that shit's amazing.
What happened? Oh, they were wrestling. They were doing WWF. Rebecca. Let's see here. And you want to do a special stories? I have a lot of stories about my dogs. By the way, dogs are like 2-year-old children. They're always trying to kill themselves. Seriously.
Yeah,
Especially,
and they never grow up. They stay
they never grow
2-year-old
up.
children
Yeah,
forever.
they're a baby when they're like 18. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm in my 40s too. I did various martial arts for a while now. Yeah, me too, man. I kind of made up my own style. Show us them one day, special vid. Okay, I'll try. We'll have to do a mobile camera on that, but I definitely want to do that for you guys.
Oh yeah, you'll have to show off the pups one of these
Have
days.
to show off the pups. I was watching Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva fight last night. I feel like it was weird. I don't know who
Dude,
won
I
that.
just saw it. Did Jake Paul actually fight Anderson Silva?
He did,
Yeah.
but if I'm not mistaken, it was boxing though, right? It wasn't MMA.
Oh, it wasn't
And-
MMA?
Yeah,
Oh.
and I don't and Silva's. I mean, yeah, he knows how to box, but I wouldn't call Silva's expertise boxing. I mean, Silva's
man.
expertise is straight up like fighting like dirty, man. Silva's one of the
Anderson
greatest
Silva.
MMA fighters of our time. So
He was my favorite UFC fighter of all time for a while. That dude is just he's just a badass, man.
He's cool. Like he does what I want to do. I want to teach all of my children how to fight.
Yeah.
He teaches
Oh,
his
dude,
wife how to fight.
I've got
He
all
teaches
girls.
his nieces
so-
how to fight. He teaches his daughters, his sons, his wife, aunts, uncles, like the family. He's like, I watched his video because he's not from America. Silva's from another country, and his arena, his dojo is just like this open dojo with a bunch of bags. And he'll get up in the morning and like morning exercises after breakfast is the family getting out there just hitting the bag and exercising. That's like my dream, dude. Okay. Like
Bro,
have like
it's
15
amazing.
children and then just like teaching them all how to beat the fuck out of everyone that wants to
Yeah,
mess
and
with
they're all just little badasses.
yeah, little badasses and shit. Let me use my thumb. And I
Go
would
get them,
teach
boys.
I was thinking about making trolling martial art videos just for attention. Okay, yeah, that would be kind of funny. I have one Belgian Shepherd. This is from Rebecca. I have one Belgian Shepherd. Is that Groenendael? Groenendael? Am I saying that right? The black. Oh, I know what you're talking about. The black long hair one. I've seen those. And
Okay.
she's much better than she was supposed to be. Real good food prepared by us in trainings and weighs about 40 kilograms. That's 80 pounds, right? 40 kilograms is 80 pounds?
40 kilograms? Yeah, that's what? 70, 80 pounds.
70, 80 pounds? Just for a
That's
laugh.
pretty
That would
big
be
dog.
pretty funny. Super. That's a pretty big dog.
Yeah.
I practice Kung Pao Chicken. Yes, Eric. Welcome, Eric. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you remember that stupid ass movie, dude? Kung Pao Legend of the Fist?
Is that what
It
it was
was-
called? It was
I
called
think
Kung
so.
Pao?
Michael Nealon he would stick his tongue out and it had a little face on it and like, now you reap the wrath of tonguey.
I do not remember that. I
Yeah,
remember
oh my
growing up.
God.
About what's that?
No, I'm just saying that was such a funny movie, man. Oh my God.
I never saw Kung Pao. I did see the one that came out in the 70s. I saw that one when I was a kid. What's up? You okay, man? Did you fall down?
No, dude. I'm in my car. I'm getting ready to run to the gas station, grab me some coffee and smoke.
I was going to create a martial art called Rambo Parkour, then run around with a Nerf gun. That is great, dude. That is great.
Eric. Oh shit. Eric is everywhere. It's
Yeah,
okay.
dude. Eric's like me, man. He pumps in a lot of places, dude. He did a live stream the other night. Did you see that?
Yeah,
so
I saw it.
Yeah, he came on, he drew
Oh,
and
did-
everything. I jumped on for a little bit. Yeah, he did a live stream. It was after mine, dude. I was really proud of him, Derek. That was pretty cool, bro. I thought that was pretty badass.
Well, I know we're
Um,
we're just getting to know each other, Vincent, but I mean, when you get into CG and you start like sitting around all these streams and everything, dude,
yeah.
I, I lose track sometimes. Like tonight, what I was on with you, dude, I think I was like 6 or 7 streams that night at some point. I don't even when I saw
Yeah.
you yesterday, you're like, I think you fell asleep in my chat, dude. And I was like, oh shit.
Oh, dude, man. Well, I was just happy you came on, man. I mean, like, I could tell you were drinking, and I was like, dude, I'll just let him roll because you weren't being bad. You were behaving yourself just fine.
No,
Um,
I'm usually pretty mellow, dude. I'm not like an angry drunk or anything. I just, I just like to make smart ass comments pretty much.
Hey, dude, you make as many nice comments as you want. Eric, I appreciate you being there too. One of my buddies, by the way, the guy that I was gonna have on with me, his name is Clouds. Okay, he's one of my gaming buddies. He chickened out. All right, I made fun of him already for it, so it's okay. He'll be
Okay.
on with me eventually. All right, he's a little nervous about coming on YouTube because he's
All right,
that's
everybody, remember Klaus so we can
yeah,
give him a
remember
hard
Cloud.
time.
Okay, remember Cloud. But he's like me, okay? He's got a lot of hot takes, okay? He has a lot of opinions that people don't want to hear. And people are
Yeah,
afraid to hear, and people are going to get offended about what he says. So he's really afraid to express himself. So, and I told
I
him last night,
understand. Yeah.
as I was pulling up to the birthday party last night, I was on the phone with him, and I was like, dude, don't even worry about it, man. Look, I figured you were either busy or you were tired because he had some family stuff to do before. And I was like, look, man, when you're ready to come on with me, that spot's yours, because I want the first 3 chairs to be me, Blair to Blair, and Clouds. That's my plan right now. And I really want us because you've got Blair to Blair in Wisconsin, you got me in Texas, and you've got Clouds up in the north. Like really, he's in he's in enemy territory, bro. He's like 15 minutes from New York City. He's 15 minutes from New Jersey. I mean, dude, he's like right in the middle
Oh
of it.
damn.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. So I want his opinion on the show. I want him to tell everyone else what's going on because a lot of people don't know how things are here in Texas. They don't know that we don't give a shit about this crap because we don't, dude. We don't care about the woke culture. We don't care about whether you want to wear a dress or call yourself Sally when you were born a Matt. We don't care, dude. Go live your fucking
Yeah,
life. Do
nobody
whatever the
gives a
fuck it is you
shit
want to do.
about what
Dude,
I could give a fuck what you do in your bedroom.
yeah,
Do it on your own time.
but
You don't have to tell me about it. I don't need
yeah.
to know.
And I'm of the opinion that everyone should be able to be who they are. Okay, I really don't care. But like, I draw the line at the bathroom thing. That thing always bothered me, and for the reasons that I've stated
Yeah,
several
dude, that's
times,
fucked up.
like yeah, it's fucked up, dude. I don't want a 60-year-old dude going into a female bathroom with a bunch of kids. Okay, that's just not. I'm not comfortable.
No,
with
well,
that.
I mean,
And
I've got a 12-year-old daughter, dude. I don't want her going into the bathroom and there's some 12-year-old boy in there who's not sure about what
dude,
whatever the fuck is
look at what
going on
happened
in
in
his head.
Virginia, man. The 15-year-old guy, sexually assaulting the other girl. Okay,
Yeah.
and he was a boy in a skirt. Okay, now
Mhm.
look. That does not mean that every single person that fits in the alphabet soup is going to be like that. But when we start crossing
No,
these lines,
Yeah.
there's no going back. There's no reprieve. Okay.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Once you once you normalize something, and then it becomes an issue. I think you know what I mean. That I'm trying to say this delicately because,
Yeah.
but I mean, when you normalize bad behavior and then it becomes a thing, and then you go, oh well, it's just because society, no, you fucking normalized that shit to start with. You made it a thing, and ah,
Yeah, well, okay. What did I'm gonna be very poorly quoting Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman. I'm gonna be very poorly quoting him, but I love Morgan Freeman, Denzel Washington. I love those guys. I grew up watching them, just like Will Smith. We need to do an entire podcast on Will Smith. But
All right.
I love Morgan Freeman. I love Denzel Washington, and
I just love the way Morgan Freeman taught.
Yeah, me too, dude. Me too. I loved his interview with Don Lemonless. I loved his interview with the other guy, the Jewish reporter.
He's the best fucking narrator. Like,
Yeah,
now the
dude.
Penguins.
And he's so base, dude. Like Morgan Freeman is like the basest motherfucker I've seen on television, dude. So he's sitting there in front of this Jewish guy, right? And this Jewish guy's like, "Well, don't you like the fact that you've got a Black History Month?" And he's like, "No, why would I want a Black History Month?" And he's like, "Well, I mean, doesn't it make you feel good?" He's like, "Well, why regulate my history to 1 month?" And there's just this like really
Exactly.
okay. And then he's like, "Black history is American history." And the guy's like, "Okay, I guess that." He goes, and he's like, and he says to the Jewish guy, he's like, "Do you want a white history month? Do you guys have a white history month?" And the guy's like quiet. He doesn't know how to respond to it because he doesn't understand.
No, we don't have a White History Month. Where's Abraham Lincoln Month?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
We have a day. He gets a day, bro. He gets 1 day. So he's like, "Well, I'm not white. I'm Jewish." And he's like, "Okay, do you want a Jewish history month?" And he's like, "No, now that I think about it, no, I don't." And he's like, "Exactly." And then he says, well, I mean, how do we get away from racism? How do we get away from the fact that people have a problem with each other because of the color of their skin or whatever? And of course, guys, I'm horribly quoting them. Okay, I don't have it memorized, but like, Denzel Washington gets so base, his face goes from this like smile to this serious face, and he goes, "We stop fucking talking about it." It's like, you call me a man, and I call you a man, and we leave the color out of it, and then there's no more racism and there's no race talk. He goes, if we stop fucking talking about it, it stops existing. So like when you look at
so quit fucking dude.
Yeah,
This is, and I'm sorry.
Look at the last 8 years, man. Okay,
brother, I don't want to get your channel in trouble, but I'm telling you right now, Barack Obama, hope and change, blah blah blah, 2004, 2008, whatever his first fucking.
I supported that motherfucker,
dude. I didn't vote for him, but I almost did. I almost did.
I voted for him. I voted.
I almost bought into that bullshit.
First time I voted for
and
him.
then within 6 months of him going into office, dude, he took us back in racial relations in this country.
He pulled the race card, and
50 fucking years he put us back within months of becoming hope and change my dying ass.
What do you think about the conspiracy theory that Michelle Obama's a dude?
Oh, dude, have you seen the penis pics of her? Jesus Christ, man! If she's not a dude, look, I don't know what's going on.
She's carrying she ain't no dude. She's a big chick.
She's packing a handgun down there or something.
Something, man. Something.
She's packing something.
All right, Eric.
I'll be right back. I gotta run in and grab smoke.
Go ahead. I'll catch up with the chat. Yeah. Eric, man, dude, I'll always be there for you. If I see you live, I'll come in and give you a like, and I'll stay for as long as I can. You do have a life, Eric. It's here, bro, and it's gonna get bigger because I promise you, man. I used to say this to my buddies in the Marines. I heard it from one of my really good friends in there. He said it to me once. He was like, "Look, man, if you follow me and you stick by me, dude, I'll lead you through. I promise you." So, bro, I'm going to promote you everywhere I go. I'm going to tell people about you. I talked about you the other day to Apex. Anyone that I talk to, I'm going to talk to about you, bro. I promise you. Okay. So when I go to any type of live events, and if it's a comic live event or whatever, I'm going to be blasting your name out there, dude. I'm going to be like, "Have you heard of Eric N. Boyd?" "Yeah, dude, he's an artist, man. You should check him out. He's pretty badass. Go look him up on YouTube. Go look him up on Instagram, whatever. I'll be blasting you, dude. So you keep doing what you're doing, bro. I'm going to have your back no matter what." Excuse me. That was the coffee. Making my Sunday so warm and chill. Oh, Rebecca over here being all sweet. If anyone has time to spare, please check out my latest public domain daily video after watching Vincent. Hell yeah. Go check him guys out, please. And hey, guys, if you want to drop anything, if you want to put any promotions or anything, obviously, don't get me banned on YouTube yet. Let's try to do this for 6 months before they hear to ban me. But if there's anything you want people to know about, if there's any events you want people to know about, my only rule is keep Satanism out of my chat, because I am at least against Satanism. Everything else, cool. I'm joking, but not joking, type situation. Let's see. I've been into stream where the leftists get emotional and yell at me. These people don't know how to debate. It's not even debate, man. It's because it's what they do is not debate. Screaming and yelling at someone and getting emotional is not debate. Okay, it's make sure he's. Are you back, Shadow? Back. Right.
Oh,
All right,
hey,
there?
all right.
All right,
Okay.
cool. All right, yeah.
Oh,
All right. So like it's not even about debate, Super Spurk. They can't debate because if they could debate, they would be able to create a rebuttal. They would be able to create some type of correlating or opposing opinion based off of facts or logic, but they can't. Like when you like, for instance, there's this viral video of Tim Pool talking about how he brought he met one of his family members, and his family member was like, Trump's a racist, Trump's a sexist, blah 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 blah. Okay, and he's like, well, why? Because Tim Pool's approach is Tim Pool always comes at it from a passive position. So he's like, okay, well, I didn't know that. Can you please tell me what you're talking about? Can you show me? And
right.
And the people can't show them what they're talking about, but they will refer to that one time that CNN, MSNBC, ABC, and all the other leftist-leaning organizations on news said that he said, and I quote, this is what they're saying, and Trump said today that all Mexicans are race or are sex traffickers and drug dealers and rapists. Okay, so what he did was, this is brilliant, and I suggest this to everybody too. What he did is he actually showed his family member the video, the original video of what Trump said. Okay, and it shattered his reality so bad that the guy just left. Didn't say anything to Tim Pool, didn't say anything to him about being wrong, didn't apologize for saying something that was incorrect. He just left. Couldn't even have a conversation with him. That's not a debate. That's not a rebuttal. That's just being a child. And
that's just taking your ball and going home.
And just going home. Yeah. Like that's not even like respectful either. I mean, if you're gonna come with a hot opinion, you need to be able to defend it. Like I agree with this wholeheartedly. Everybody fucks up and everybody's wrong. Okay, you're not 100% right. Any person you meet that's like, I'm always right, I'm never wrong. It's like you need to go the opposite way of that person. That's a narcissist, and he or she specifically finds people that are weaker than them, both emotionally and physically, to be able to control them. You gotta watch out for those people.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, somebody that's always right has issues.
Like you just said it.
In my experience,
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Supersburg just said it too. Look, it says on YouTube, people win debates, whoever is loudest. Ain't something wrong.
Well, dude, you know what fucking freaked me out? I've got a 22-year-old now.
Hawk, I lose you? I think I lost you, bro. Rebecca says, there you are.
Hello? Hello? Am I still here?
Yeah, okay. I think you've got bad reception on your phone, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in my car. I should be a little better here in a minute. I get back to the home base. But yeah, it's like my oldest at home right now is 22. So she graduated high school like 4 years ago, and she's a straight A student, honor roll kid, just fucking amazing.
Yep.
But she got to high school, and I was like, well, get on the debate team. And she come home and told me that they don't have a debate team.
There's no debate team in high school? Is she sure about that?
I'm talking a straight A student, fucking honor roll, fucking honored, fucking like almost never missed a day of school in 4 fucking years of high school. This kid could not find a debate team to get onto because they don't believe in debates anymore. If you don't agree with their opinion, then you're fucking out of line.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so let me see if I got this straight. So you're telling me that high school debate, because the high school debate is a part of curriculum. That's like you're in.
It
that's
used
like
to be, bro.
Points.
I mean, when I was in school,
that's like bonus points, man.
Dude, that was like what all the geek kids did. You got on the debate team, right? When you were super smart and shit, you were one of the guys that was on the debate team. I talked to my girl, and she looked at me like I was nuts. She's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? A debate team?"
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we had debate. I had to start a chess club in my school because they didn't have a chess
Yeah.
club. I started the chess club, but we had a debate team. But when you are filling out your college transcripts, they want like being on the
Yeah,
debate team in high
your
school.
extracurricular activities and
Yeah,
stuff,
that's
right?
huge though.
That's
Yeah,
one of the first ones you put on there. Was yeah, I was on debate team. It used to be. I don't know. I
maybe.
really.
Maybe that's an extreme. I wonder if that's a norm. Like if that's like a because I would guess it's not a status quo because that's got to be a super because I don't know what state you're in, but
Bro,
whatever.
I'm in the Midwest, dude. I'm in
Okay, so you're in the
Indiana.
Midwest. That's got to be an extreme, dude. In the Midwest, that's got to be.
Well, I am 30 miles south of Chicago, so the
That might be
problem.
why too. Yeah, because
Yeah,
you're a hop, skip, and a jump away from Chicago, man.
the
So,
problem with my geographical location is like Indiana politicians in northwest corner of Indiana have
mhm.
always wanted to be as crooked as the politicians in Chicago because we're like 30 miles away. So we got all these little wannabe gangsters that fucking become politicians in Northwest Indiana. It's freaking hilarious how many of them get arrested.
No bad, dude. Well, we have that guy that God bless his soul, man. We had that Democrat that said, he ran over the 20-year-old kid, and
Oh,
yeah, and he said that he
yeah.
just left the party that he was at with the kid, and he stalked him and ran him over and called the police and said that he killed him. He admitted to killing him and said that he just took out a MAGA extremist. Okay, and he didn't understand why he was arrested because he thought he was doing God's work
Yeah, he
or
thought
something like that.
he was being a good guy.
Yeah, being a good guy. Rebecca says at Supersburg, not only here, that's how our world works nowadays. What was he saying? Oh yeah, on YouTube, whoever is loudest, dude, you're not wrong, Rebecca. That we haven't gotten to Karens yet. Our next subject is going to be Karens. And we're going to talk about the Comets too, by the way. But the Karens are the next subject we're going to get to. We're going to talk about
Oh
a
God,
couple of
the
things that
parents
happened this week.
are
Yeah,
amazing.
we had one big one happen at Disney World though. A big one
Oh
happened.
no,
At Disney World
another one.
Yeah, dude. It was on. I don't know if it was George that did the video or if I saw it somewhere else. If I saw it on like MGTOW or whatever's channel, there's another one called Iketo or
Oh, it's not the replay of the brawl at Kids Land or whatever, is it?
No, this is not a brawl. This is sick and disturbing. But that's
Oh,
what we're
wow.
talking about.
Okay.
Let me get to the chats and then because I do want to talk about this. This is one of the biggest ones I want to talk about today. So, okay, with very biased arguments, it's funny I can't take them seriously. I never take them seriously. I used to try to help them and bring them to the light. That's kind of like my whole theme is bringing people to the light. But
Yeah.
I haven't given up on bringing people over to the side of good, but what I have stopped doing is I've stopped arguing with the people and getting into confrontations with people. Like even when I'm going to go do live, I'm not going to argue with them. I'm probably either going to coddle them or I'm just going to tell them they're right in most situations because I'm just going to turn to the camera because I'm going to have someone follow me with the camera. I'm going to have the mic. Someone's going to have a camera. And I'm just going to be like, oh, you're right. Yeah, good choice. Something like that because they don't understand how wrong they are. Now, I'm not going to ever do a change my mind segment. I'm not going to steal Stephen Crowder's idea, but I'm thinking about doing something like correct me if I'm wrong type thing. Okay. So something along those lines.
Change my mind.
Change my mind. Correct me if I'm wrong. That is a dude. Yes, I know, Eric. I didn't want to believe it when I first heard the rumors about Michelle Obama, but I mean, like, I don't.
Oh yeah, dude.
I'm not saying that Michelle Obama's a dude, but she looks like a dude. Okay, I mean, yeah. Anyways, and then there's
she's
the rumors.
Packing a loaded sock for protection.
Something, dude.
Not. I mean,
maybe she's got a growth down there. I don't know. Anyways, but I have read certain articles. Okay, go look them up. Go look them up online about Mr. Former President Obama and his obsession with younger men.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm just saying, like it could be completely innocent, but there have been several reports of him being alone with younger men. All right. Now, if I'm wrong, I apologize. This is my opinion. Okay. But I don't think I'm wrong. But hey, go fact check me, YouTube. Go fact check me. All right.
Yeah,
Even if they know I'm Hispanic, they call me a white supremacist. Yep, you're the Hispanic face of white supremacy, Super Spurg. Thank you, Vincent. You are more than welcome, Eric, dude. I promise you. Yeah, he was gone for a second, Rebecca.
I didn't know your last name was Garcia, Vincent.
I know, right? Super Spurg says, once I went to a Hispanic and Black unity stream. No debate team. What the heck? Yep.
Yeah, it's insane, bro. I mean, my kid looked at me like I was nuts. She's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like,
debates are only in private schools, Rebecca. Is that a maybe she knows about this? Is that something new? By the way, Rebecca's in college. Okay, so she's probably one of the youngest ones on the stream.
Really? Oh
yeah.
shit. Okay.
So she might know more about this than we do. Yeah. So
she could probably give us some insight into this.
Yeah,
shit,
no shit, right?
I am clueless, dude. I'm 55. You know, so it's been 30 years.
So I'm just like you, bro. I'm out of this loop, man. Like I'm learning what phrases are, like stop the cap, real talk, freaking. There's also I was gonna ask you, whenever someone says that's Minecraft, what does that mean, chat? If you guys could tell me that.
Dude, that's to cover yourself when you say something about like murder or grape or one of those things we're not supposed to talk about on YouTube. So you say in Minecraft, and that means it's pretend. So if you go, I want to fucking kick that asshole's ass in Minecraft, then YouTube will let you get away with it. But if you say, I just want to kick that guy's ass, no, dude. This is serious. This is how much our speech is controlled at this point. You don't even understand yet, Vincent.
Oh my God, dude. Like I we could touch on this real quick. So I made a video and it was called Men, This Is For You. Okay. And it's on YouTube. If you haven't watched it, Hawk, go watch it, man. It's pretty cool. But the last 2 minutes, I direct my specific, very precise speech to a certain class of men. Okay. And they're not the baby boy men that I've talked about before. No, these are different kinds. These guys, we'll call them. I've been trying to figure out a class to call them. I guess we can call them. There's because I've met so many, but because Chad's wrong. These aren't Chads. Chads are different. Tyrones are different.
No, Chads are.
Yeah, these are very evil men, and they have a specific purpose. I'll think of a good term for them later, guys. But maybe you guys can give me some advice on what to call them. And I was directing this towards them, okay? And this is what I said, okay? There's this specific group of men that exists within the Chad Tyrone community. So these are attractive, successful, fit, intelligent men. And their only purpose in life is to sleep with other men's wives, girlfriends, or fiancés. Okay. Yeah. They literally they brag about it. They'll make YouTubes about it, Snapchats. They'll Snapchat or Instagram a video of them walking up to a man's house that he owns saying, I'm about to go inside this house. I found this honey over at Sprouts the other day. Told her to wear this special little get up today. I'm going to go. And he'll videotape her freaking opening the door. He'll blur out her face or whatever, and then he'll show the back of her head while he's doing her in a certain position or something like that. These guys exist, okay? And they're out there, okay? And I directed the message specifically to them, because dude, they brag about this shit. And a lot of the betas, because they don't know any better, they'll accept this shit in their relationships. Okay.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
Like Minecraft, man. You guys deserve to die, Minecraft. That's a hot take.
Yeah.
Seriously, in certain cultures, Hawk, in certain cultures, let's just go over to another section of the world. Okay, those men are drug out into the street. This is real. They are drug out into the street, and the other men in the community beat them with sticks and stones.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay,
Dude.
so
I
so
mean,
you're
there are still places in the world where people are taken out and stoned.
mhm,
I mean,
you're you
it's
know
amazing how fucking goddamn sensitive everything is in America. You
mhm.
can't even say the wrong word.
Yeah, and
But
but
and you
those
know what, dude? This LGBT bullshit, that's great. You go to Saudi Arabia, they'll
no,
throw you
dude.
off the top of a fucking building if they
Yep,
catch you sucking a dick.
yep.
It's-
And
it's-
but I heard someone say this. I don't know. This was probably about 2 years ago. I think it was before the pandemic. But feminism feminism exists in a privileged society. Okay, you don't see feminism in a third world country. You don't see feminism in China. You don't see
no.
feminism in Saudi Arabia. You don't see feminism in Iraq. You know,
No,
Kuwait.
there are no female
It doesn't exist.
superheroes in that
Feminism doesn't
culture.
exist in Israel. You realize
No.
that? There's no feminism in Israel, guys. Okay? It doesn't exist. Feminism is specifically a privilege that is expressed in a country like America. So, just the mere fact that we have feminism in America goes to show you how privileged we are as a country. Keep that in mind, okay?
All right, Vince, and I don't know you well yet, but I'm guessing you're an ex-military guy,
Yeah, well, the
or
Marines
or
signed on my
at least
back. Yeah.
yeah, or at least you were raised in a military family.
Mhm.
I was raised the same way. My dad served in World War II, so um, I don't understand this anti-patriotism that's going on in our country. I don't understand how fucking people can. These kids today. You look at our country. There's millions of people at our borders screaming to get here every fucking. Do you see another country in the world that has people lined up at the fucking borders trying to get in?
No, no. I mean, if
No,
they do, well, dude, didn't Italy just say they were gonna like put like the military around their border to keep people from coming in? That was Italy, right?
exactly. Well,
Yeah, that
dude,
was
look at
it.
what
Yeah,
Germany did. That fucking Angela Merkel brought in all the Muslims.
that's
We
right.
have
I
we have
forgot
to
about that.
increase our
So connected.
population.
Yeah.
She did
No.
that shit during the Obama years, and look at Germany now. Jesus Christ, dude.
Okay. Everybody read the screen real quick. This is Supersberg. Supersberg, I can't read this out loud, a lot of it, but I will
Oh
comment on
shit.
this.
All
Okay.
right.
I can't read a lot of this out loud because of YouTube because they'll flag us,
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah.
but what he's referring to, don't hate him, everybody, okay? But in the Hispanic and in the African American Black community, there is a lot of tension, okay, in a lot of areas around the United States of America. They tend to dislike each other very much. And what he's referring to is let's say you're a contractor, okay, and I work in my business. I work directly with Hispanics all day long, okay.
Hmm.
Like an Hispanic contractor does not want to work with an African American contractor. Okay,
No,
because
yeah.
it's like freaking fire and gasoline, man. All right,
Yep.
and you know when you force one group of people that don't like each other to be with another group of people that don't like each other, okay, you're just going to cause a conflict. Now, one thing that I do have to say on this though, and I'm sure Supersport will back me up on this, it's not like the Hispanics on purposely go after the African Americans, the blacks. They don't do that. Okay, but they just don't want to be around them because it's a work ethic thing because it's ingrained in the Hispanic culture to work hard. Like, I mean, it's like a
Bro,
part of their DNA, dude.
I
So,
I
like,
lived I lived in Houston for 10 years, and some of the hardest working motherfuckers I ever met were goddamn illegal aliens. They, dude, they work, man.
yeah, they work hard. Hey, she's
They do.
Rebecca has a really good point. Yeah, in the public with the woke PC mob, all they're doing, like, you could go online and look at these videos, man. It's crazy. Like, one of my favorite ones was when Donald Trump was trying to get reelected. There was this like short, ugly, fat European chick with red hair. She got actually put on a video a couple of days later, bringing her on for her bravery. Now, keep in mind, this woman hasn't been laid in probably 20 years and has like 30 cats. Okay, but she's like screaming, "Fuck the patriarchy! Fuck the!" I mean, that's all she's doing. She's just screaming, "Fuck the patriarchy! Fuck the patriarchy! Fuck the patriarchy!" This guy's like trying to ask her a question. Okay, she gets
She
brought
just
on
she
national
just needed
television.
some new batteries.
Exactly. She's brought on national television to like celebrate her bravery, and all she was doing was screaming, "Fuck the patriarchy."
Yeah.
And he was trying to ask her legitimate questions, and she wasn't answering the questions. And she was like, "Fuck the patriarchy, fuck down with the patriarchy, fuck the patriarchy." It's like, and then you'll see like the ugly fat chicks with like 5 colors of hair, and no dude has touched them in like ever. Not to mention the smell, right? So like freaking, because they don't shave, they don't bathe, so they're the ones on the steps like putting their nasty armpit hair on dudes with holding these signs that say "My body, my choice," and they're like screaming "Down with men, men suck," and it's like, how is that creating unity? I mean, look, like we can't even like the abortion topic can't even be brought up. Like if we even like bring it up, there is a very good possibility that we're just gonna get taken down. Okay, so we can't even talk
you
about
just
that.
get immediately canceled.
Yeah, get immediately canceled. But what I can talk about is those ugly, fat, short women or tall, fat women with multicolored hair. All right, look, here's my piece of advice to you. Okay, like lose 100 pounds. Okay, start wearing makeup, start looking nice, start attracting men, and you're going to be much happier. Okay, I promise you. All right.
Yeah,
When you
stop talking like a dude from fucking Brooklyn.
stop trying to
You
be a man. When you stop trying to be a man, you are going to be so much more happier. Go be feminine. I promise you, dudes will notice you. A 5 can pull a 9. A 5 female can pull a 9 male. All right. If you just try,
easily.
dude,
Easily.
just try to be a chick. If you try
You just
to be
try
a
to have a
chick,
nice attitude.
yeah.
I mean,
dude,
dude, how
do you know how many men
many
would marry
women
chicks
have
if
you
they just,
met
like, were nice and
that
good for them? I mean, dude,
I meet girls all the time these days that walk around like they're an 11 and they're like a 5, but their attitude when they talk to you is like, you should be fucking kissing the ground I walk on because I'm even speaking with you. You gotta be kidding me.
I mean, dudes are simple, okay? Like seriously, ladies in the chat, dudes are simple. All right.
Yeah, dude, we're easy.
We're easy. We're easy. Okay. We lost a viewer after I said something, so hopefully I didn't offend.
Oh
somebody.
shit!
Yeah.
Sorry.
But dude, dudes are simple. Like feed us. Like make sure whenever we get the itch, we scratch it. Freaking leave us alone when we say leave us alone. Like make sure our favorite foods
Yeah,
are
we're not
there.
that hard to figure out.
Yeah,
man.
we're not that hard
really.
to figure out. We really aren't. All right. Supersberg says, I told them if they want unity, I can get the N-word pass. I mean, I tell you how it looks in my country. Oh, dude, Rebecca's not from our country. Oh.
Really? Whoa, Rebecca, where are you at?
Where are you from? If she's still here, if I didn't scare her away yet. Every public school was like, okay, you have to learn what we give you, and that's all. Wow, that's kind of scary. All right. But they all
and I'm telling you, I do that with my kids all the time now. My daughter, I got a 12-year-old. She comes home from school and I ask her, what'd they teach you today? And then I have to go, okay, well, this is the shit that they're fucking telling you that's wrong. Because they don't teach history anymore. And when they do, they teach it in a very skewed leftist way. It's fucking history is goddamn the biggest propaganda machine in the universe right now.
True. All right, so let's Eric says something that I guess I have to comment on. All right. Cucks are real. They exist. And the reason why they exist is because we as a culture have made them. We have made them. Ladies and gents,
exactly.
This is on us.
We have allowed it to happen.
We have allowed it to happen. Okay, so like
as fucking men, we've become weak,
and this is coming from my own personal experience. Okay, all right. I was with a woman. This was a lifetime ago. I got her house. I got her cars. We had dogs. We're living in a place on the lake. I wanted to marry this chick. Okay, and she ended up being a raving lunatic, psychopath, and abusive, both mentally and physically. Blah 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 blah. Okay. I do not want sympathy. I do not want fucking people sorry for me. It was my fault. I did it. I chose her.
Been there, done that, Vincent. And
okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That's my fault. I did that
right?
shit. Okay. I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm telling you exactly what the fuck happened. All right.
Exactly. I got you.
So when I found out that she was cheating on me, I freaking went up to her in the parking lot when I found out. I took her house key, freaking drove her home. All right. Made her follow me to my house. All right. I packed up her shit and I fucking made her fucking leave. Okay. And her response to me when I found out, get this. This was 2007, dude. All right. Her response to me was, well, why can't I have the men that I want and live with you? That's what she said.
What the fuck?
Okay. Now I was very young. Okay. I was 20, I was 27 and she was 23. That was her mindset, dude. Okay.
So how did that hit you, dude? I mean,
oh, dude, man. Male, I can't say the S word, but dude, males wanting to end their life for women is real. Like, seriously.
yeah, that's what I'm.
Dude,
Yeah,
like, I was
and
with her for 4.5 years.
probably
We had a
loved
life
it,
together, dude. We had a
right?
life together, man. Like,
Yeah,
that was
you
the woman that I
loved
wanted
it.
to spend the rest of my life with. Yeah, dude, I was like in love with this woman. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. My
And
first wife.
I'm a very loyal person. Like when I'm with a woman, I'm with a woman, dude. Like we might do our own thing. Okay. We might have our own ways that we do our life, but that is my fucking female, bro. And like she's my queen. Okay. So like when that happened, you know, because I'm not the jealous type, dude. I don't go through your phone. I don't give a shit if you hang out with your friends.
I'm not gonna fucking read your text messages.
That ain't me,
and all
dude. All right. Because
I don't have time. Dude, I don't have time for all that.
Yeah, no, I don't have time for it either. If a woman or a man's gonna cheat on you, there ain't shit you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. Like
no, if your woman is low down like that,
yeah, it ain't gonna happen. But
yeah, and it don't matter, dude. She could be the sweetest girl in the world, like to you, but if she's a low down little scoundrel like that,
exactly.
There's nothing you're gonna do to change it.
And look at this. Look at what he said. That's disgusting. It's regardless of those F-wives doing that, the women are awful. Men are doing it are awful. The cucks are awful. F them all. Then he goes in Minecraft. I met some guys from private school.
Eric, I love you, brother.
I know, right? And mostly they have a lot of self-development lessons and debates to improve their charisma and speech. Yeah, that's good. They need to do that. They need to work on themselves. And they want to know their opinions are and teach them to respect and understand the other side. Very good. Everyone should be able to respect and understand the side. So if you have money, you can learn how to be a real human. So she's saying that where she's at, the people that don't go to private school don't get the proper teachings to be able to be, you know, like a normal, regular human being. Because she wasn't even describing an exceptional human being. She was describing what I would consider to be a normal human being. Like not even
have we figured out where the hell she is yet?
No, we haven't got. That's what I'm trying to get to. Let's just rip through these because I want to get to Karen's. Update: Saudis are accepting gay people, but not other Muslim countries though.
Oh well, the Saudis have stopped throwing gay people off buildings. That's wonderful.
That's wonderful. Fucking capitalism. Exactly. All those people want us Hispanics to put us in a race box too. You're right, man. They do, bro. There is a Polish meme when a teacher told you to close your notebook, but instead you closed your mind for 20 years. Wow.
Wow.
Dude. Pogland, Poland, baby. Not just the egos of some women are off-putting, but I get tired of women being rude, not just me, but men in general. I would be happy one day to meet a woman who is actually nice. You know what? We're gonna get to the Karen topic. Remind me, Shadow, and we'll get back to this one.
Oh, bro. I mean, that just kind of reminds me, just real quick. Like I was raised as a gentleman. You know, you open doors for ladies. You try to help.
Chivalry as a whole.
Yes,
chivalry as a whole.
Chivalry. You if a woman's carrying a heavy load, you try to assist her. You know, you do whatever you can to and fucking women today will you open the door for a young lady or something and she'll look at you like you just tried to fucking get her phone number and take her panties off or something.
Yeah, I opened the door for a short fat chick once. Yeah, that's dude. This happened to me. I can't remember if it was a Chevron or 7-Eleven, but I opened up at a gas station for a short fat chick once, and I'm sitting there, standing there, open the door. She stops like 6 feet away from me and goes, "I don't need you to open the door for me." And I go, "Oh, okay." So I walked inside the gas station and I held both of the doors closed, just staring at her. And remember, I'm a big dude. Okay, I'm not the largest guy in the world. Okay, I'm 6'1", 250 pounds. Okay,
Nice.
I'm not a small guy. Okay, and I'm like sitting there just staring at her. I mean, I had like, no, this is me. This is my face, just like this. And I'm just like, I'm holding the door. And then I lean over and I go, "Do you need me to let the door go?" And she just kind of gives me this like, I mean, like, "I promise you that I will kill your firstborn," look.
Dead.
And I'm like, because I mean, if you're an independent, and I said this to her, like, if you're an independent, strong woman, you can do anything a man can do. Can you open this door?
You should be able to open this door.
You should be able to open this door. And then I just laughed at her and I was like, "I'm just fucking with you," and I let the door go. But the point is though, I mean, she really did think that I was being like rude or something by opening the door. And I opened the door for old people. Does that mean that I want to have sex with old people? Does that mean that
I don't
people are
understand
inferior?
this shit.
Dude.
And I mean, and like I grew up again. My dad was a military guy. He was a cop. My mom, after my dad died, became a corrections officer because she had to provide for us. So I grew up in law enforcement and military my entire life. So when I speak to people, I say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. And you have people that will actually fucking look at you and go, don't say that to me. You're
That's true.
showing me
Yeah,
respect.
Yeah.
And what?
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you talking? Because I said yes, ma'am, or yes, sir. That's somehow insulting to you.
Remember what they said was going to happen, right? Good will become evil, and evil will become good. Things that are polite will become impolite, stuff like that. So me being respectful now towards a female is being sexist.
Okay? You're being a sexist.
Yeah, being a sexist now. I mean, look at like new colleagues are being brainwashed with a new commie ideology. Very true. I have done the research with CUNY Bronx College. I don't know what CUNY Bronx College is, but dude, I agree with you. I don't know what you were talking about as far as incels are concerned, but incels are our own creation. We created incels. Now, there is a common misconception.
Incels were created by I mean, it all goes back to our media and
our media. But again, that's on us, Hawk. We did that, dude. We allowed.
Dude, no, it's our own goddamn fault.
To become a lying place.
We got nobody else to blame
except for us. Like I'm telling you guys, go watch my video on MGTOW, the Red Pill MGTOW video. I talk about this. Like incels were created from the MGTOW Red Pill movement. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Men do not want to marry anymore. You have men between the ages of 18 and 30 that are either a virgin, they haven't slept with a woman in a year, or they've been with less than 3 women. Now, compare that to the female. There are 14-year-old to 18-year-old girls that have been with up to 5 men. There are women that have only been in college for 1 year that have a double-digit body count. Okay, so let's just say, for the sake of argument, right? You're this guy. You've done everything that your family told you to do. You go to church. Okay, you study. You get a great job. You wait till you're like 30 years old. You're still a virgin. You make a decent living, and you go to start looking for a woman to marry, right? Well, dude, do you think that guy that has done everything that he's supposed to do is going to want to be with a chick that's got a body count of 50?
No, I mean, no, and she's gonna lie her ass off.
Dude, yeah, that's. But the truth will come out. Dude,
he's never gonna
hide it. Like, eventually, the truth will come out. So, because here's what happens, right? Those women lie, and then they get married, and then they find out, and then they get divorced. Okay, and here's another incredibly interesting stat. This is sad. This made me cry, man, because it went up. It went up even more. It was 84% when I first saw it, like 6 months ago. Now it's 90%. If you have a 4-year degree and you are between the ages of, I think it's 20, 24 and 35, you're a female, you are 90% likely, once you're married, within 3 years to initiate a divorce.
Wow.
So You want to know why there's incels? You want to know why there's MGTOW? You want to know why there's red pill? You want to know why men aren't getting married and why 50% of the women in America are not in a relationship? That's why. Right there. Okay? There's no benefit now. So now, because the men always had to take the biggest risk. So now the men getting married, knowing that if you have a bad day, you can go get divorce papers and take half of everything that you guys have earned together, or you can just put it in a bank account because you have a joint bank account and no one can touch you because you were married. What's the motivation? Okay. And again, I'm all for marriage. I think marriage is a beautiful thing. Okay. But like, you have to be realistic about this. All right. You have to understand that as a female, you have responsibilities. Okay. Men value purity. We value youth and purity. Women are hypergamous. Okay. All females of the female species in the entire planet are hypergamous. Okay. If you don't know what hypergamy is, go look it up. It's a great term. Learn it, memorize it. It basically means that you are trying to find a mate that gives you a more comfortable lifestyle, a secure lifestyle, or a safe lifestyle, or a safe life. Protection, security. Okay?
That's what it all comes down to.
Females are naturally hypergamous. It's what they
are. Whatever it is that you have makes that girl feel secure, which is why rich guys get really hot fucking bitches all the time.
Chads. Well, okay. And here's another stat too. Okay, this one blew me away because this makes so much sense. It's not even funny. So 80% of the women are going after 15% of men. Because and again, I've already done this in a few of the videos, so you're cheating by hearing this, but like, okay. So there's like a 5 questionnaire that they go around and they ask women, okay? So what are the first 5 things you look for in a man? Here's the first one. I want him to be above 6 foot. You just got rid of 87% of the world's population of men.
Yeah.
87% are gone. They're gone.
Bye. You're out.
You're gone. Okay. Yeah. Now
he's got to be handsome.
Yeah. The next question is: we want you to be attractive physically. So now I don't know that this is a loose one because attractiveness is based off the eye of the beholder, obviously. But so that means, but you are lessening the pool. Okay.
But that probably cuts like so you just dropped 87.
Yeah.
So you're at what, 13?
I would guess you probably took off another 5%. So let's say we're at 8% of the population. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So now you're down to damn near 0.
Yeah, you're at 8%, right? So remember, this is 80% of the women. Okay. 80%. Okay. So now
and everybody wants fucking Brad Pitt, right?
So guess what the third thing is that women want? Are you ready for this shit? They want you to make above $100,000 minimum.
Oh yeah, dude.
Do you guys have any idea how hard it is in today's society for a man to make $100,000? Do you guys even know what that number is? I'm not talking about Instagram models. There's like a 5% ratio of some of these Instagram and the what is it called? The ones that sell the sex shows, not cam girls, OnlyFans. There's like a 5% of the women on OnlyFans that are like millionaires because because they've become whores online. So they're expecting, with no other skills, just the fact that they're attractive. Okay. They want a man to be above 6 foot. They want him to be attractive and they want him to make above 6 figures. Well, ladies, here's the reality. Okay. I believe the number is 76% is what I'm going to read to you. All ladies watching this video, 76% of men are 5'8" or above. Okay. They are average looking men and they make between $35,000 and $55,000 a year.
Yep.
That's 73% of men in the world.
So what the fuck are you going to do now?
Okay, what do you? So now we've removed 73% of men. That's that first step. But whenever you, by the way, only 5%.
Wait a minute, dude. Men, we're starting to get into Steiner math now, bro.
Yeah, right. Like, well, here's the thing, dude.
Holy shit.
Here's the deal, though. Get this. You know what the percentages of men? Let's use America. You know what the percentages of men that make above 100,000 in America is?
Oh, like what, 8, 10,
5,
maybe?
5.
Really? No 5%
shit. Of men in America. So even if we leave out the 6 foot, Even if we leave out the attractive, okay, right?
I mean, I got 2
We're
out
at
of 3.
5%. Okay. So here, but check this out. Listen to this. This is my favorite part of this whole thing, right? Your average like rich man, your 1%er, he's short,
Yeah, and
unattractive,
fat.
and he has a horrible personality.
Yep. Yeah, he's a dick and he's fat.
As a woman, I was raised this way to look. To look what they do. For example, okay, look how they do. For example, open the door or let you go first. I don't have to thank you for it, which is true. You don't have to thank anyone for doing anything.
No,
But it's
no.
always
I'm
good to
not looking
say.
for a thank you.
But you
It's
know what
what,
she
but
says? It's always good to say
but
something.
don't look at me like I'm a fucking turd on the street when I open the door for you either. You know what I mean?
No, right? It says, but I know women, like it was said, they think that they're queens, they expect everything, and they take it as a pickup. Yeah, these are the Karens that we're talking about. Okay,
Yes,
American
exactly.
men need to fix the male patriarchy in this country because us Hispanic, we don't have the problem you guys are having. Courtship and dating are so bad in this country. You aren't allowed to serenade a girl or be romantic. It's very true. It's like it is men that build society. Yes, yeah. Your skyscrapers and plumbing and concrete, that's all done by men. We need to fix that
Yep.
shit. Us Hispanics,
You didn't see no
our
bitches
females
up
trying to
there
shit.
on fucking Empire State Building.
dude, super smart. Us Hispanics, if our female is talking shit, we slap them. Minecraft.
Minecraft, yeah.
But getting the
Dude,
roll
what?
control is, okay.
All right, so I don't want to get off on a jag, but you've been around CG for a little while, right? You've been watching the channels and stuff. Are you familiar with Malin and how blunt he is sometimes?
CG, which one is CG?
Comics Gate.
Yeah, I've only watched Comics Gate like once or twice, so I probably don't know who you're talking about. Yeah. So
No, and I just CG in general is kind of wow, dude. Okay. So Vincent, no, this is interesting, man. I've been wanting to have a conversation like this with somebody. So CG is Comicsgate. It's a whole big thing. Started in like 2018 or 2017 with pros that left the business because of all of the shit going on and the SJW bullshit and the ESG and people getting canceled. Ethan Van Sciver is one of the huge, uh, basically like the creator of Comicsgate, I guess. But John Malin, Archie Bear, uh, uh, Graham Nolan now. You're not familiar with any of this, Vincent?
No, dude, I seriously don't, man. I'm sorry, I'm getting my phones. What I'm saying.
Oh no, that's fucking cool. So, dude, I'm just wondering how we crossed streams. Like, how did we end up meeting up? Like, how did you end up
You
checking
were
out
on
Rex's
you
channel?
were on Rex's show, and I started chiming in. I got turned onto Rex's show because Rex was a part of the group of people that I met with Lorenzo, and
Oh, okay. So,
Rex.
so Lorenzo kind of brought you. Fucking Lorenzo's awesome, dude.
Lorenzo is definitely responsible for connecting me with a few people. Now,
Lorenzo's cool, man. For a lizard, he's all right.
yeah, he's all right. He's all right. Now that being said, there's not a lot of people that have allowed me be on live. I've been on live with Apex, I believe, twice. I've been on live with Lorenzo twice now. I've been on
Yeah,
live
Apex
with
is a good dude too, man.
I was on with Nerdrotic once. He did a member stream.
Oh, Gary Legend. Wow, dude, that's
Yeah.
like big time.
Yeah, well,
Holy
okay.
shit.
To be fair, it was a private stream, and it was only about 78 people that came on. But I was on a panel of like 12, or what is it? What's the max? Is it 10?
I think it's 10, yeah,
It's
on
10, yeah,
StreamYard.
and everyone. That's why I started the channel, man, because everyone that was on with me was like, "Wow, Vincent, man, you can do this. You can do this." And I'm like, "Dude, what? What are you talking about?"
Bro,
And
you seem like a seasoned pro on camera and shit, bro. I mean, when I first started talking, I was like, how do I not know this guy yet?
well, that's why I'm telling everybody, like, look, I'm not looking to get famous here. I'm not looking to get monetized or anything like that. Dude, this message needs to go out. If you've watched any of my videos on my channel, please, everyone watching, like and share all of my videos. There are men out there right now that are looking at their shotgun, they're looking at their pistol, and they're having bad thoughts. There are women out there that are on the path to being 35 with 3 kids from 3 different guys. Okay, we have got to stop this from happening. Okay, we have to stop fighting amongst ourselves about LGBTQ plus, about Black Lives Matter, about Antifa. We need people to be able to tell other people to shut the fuck up. We need to be able to tell people to not worry about their fucking feelings and worry about their jobs and their families and their careers. Okay, and that's exactly why I started this. So, anyways, I digress. I was on with Neurotic.
Okay, but here's a serious question for everyone out there. Until 10 years ago or so, did you give a fuck about what your neighbor or your coworker's fucking sexuality was? Did you give a shit what was going on in their fun? No, you didn't fucking care. Why is it so important now?
Because they're making it. Because okay. Here's my theory. My theory is very simple. I think most of them are narcissists. I really do. Their narcissistic tendencies are coming out because we're allowing it to come up because they have a platform. They have YouTube. They have Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat.
So you can throw it out there.
And here's the thing. They're victims, Hawk. Okay? And being a victim right now.
Everybody's a fucking. When you're born, you're a victim.
Yeah.
That's life, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
It's like the abortion argument that I love hearing. Oh, well, they're not a viable human. It's like, motherfucker, no one's a viable human until they're like 8 or 9 when they start being able to like function like a normal fucking non-wanting to commit suicide.
Yeah, we just start tossing the fucking ugly ones off the cliff like the Spartans used to do.
I mean, my God, dude.
God damn it.
Eric's got some stuff here. Okay, he's promoting Comicsgate. Comicsgate CG is kind of loose movement of both former comic book pros like Ethan Van Sciver, Aaron Lopresti, John Malin, Art Thibbert, and others who used to work for DC Marvel Image. Oh shoot, I loved Image, man. If you check this channel called Radical Latino, you go to see how people debate these days.
Oh my God.
This is what he said earlier. He said, we got a new Hispanic cuck like this channel called Radical Latino trying to blackwash our culture. Wow, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh yeah, dude. There's some messed up shit out there.
Second message from Eric on this topic was 2 got blacklisted because of their opinions and being conservative. They struck out on their own with creator-owned comics. They now promote indie comics creators and not being afraid of being canceled by people.
SJW fucking bullshit.
Yeah, In Control and SJW Social Source. It also encourages and promotes lesser-known indie comic creators, writers, artists, publishers. We support each other.
Yeah, dude. We've got a whole community going in the last 4 years. We've probably generated, I don't know, close to $60-70 million in independent fucking backing for comic books. Yeah, I didn't know you weren't familiar with CG. So.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I'm the FNG, bro. Remember, I'm on day 17. Okay, day 17. Okay, all right. So like, but I'm also a Marine infantryman.
In the chat, who else knows?
I'm also a veteran. You know, dude. Like, this is what I ask of all the young kids, man. The ones that try to act like they know everything. It's like, dude, what the fuck have you done in your life? Tell me the most important thing you've done in your life. Tell me. The most important thing, you're 18 years old, you're 19 years old. What's the most important thing you've done in your life that gives you the idea that your opinion fucking matters to me right now? And they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're regurgitating some bullshit. Hey, Rebecca, I've got a question for you, Rebecca. Will you tell everyone, if you want to, you don't have to, will you tell everyone about your age, where you're from, the country you're from, and because your comment right here, like, I'm very curious to know, like,
Yeah,
depending on where you're from. And I have a guess. I'm gonna write down where I think she's from. Okay, and I have a
I
guess.
mean,
I think I know where she's from. Okay,
cause I ain't shy. I put it out there. I'm an old dude, you
all right.
know.
I think we really need to hear Rebecca's perspective. So, Rebecca, if you answer my questions directly from the chat, I will read them out loud. But I'm curious about something. You say here, glad to hear that I'm not the only one with those opinions, very similar to yours. Okay.
Margot, hello.
Margot's here?
Yeah,
Margot!
Margot just
Yes!
popped in.
Margot, if you want to come on, I did drop the link in the chat. If you need me to re-drop it in there, I will.
Margot
But
is
Rebecca,
a sweetheart,
please,
dude.
if you will, tell everyone where you're from and tell everyone your age. And I want to hear your opinions on certain things that we talk about so that people understand what we're talking about. Like, and if I'm correct, because I'm guessing I think I know where you're from, there is something specific that we do need to address. Okay. Margot, I'm going to put your, it's no biggie. Apologies. Oh, somebody said something. Wait, hold on. Apologies for the typos and program. Oh, okay. I was like, hello, Margot. Everybody's saying hi.
Hello.
All right. Vincent Shadowhawk,
Oh,
hello.
I love
21
Margot.
Poland. Oh, I was wrong.
She is such a
Okay.
sweet.
She said earlier. Okay. She said Poland. I thought you were referring to something in Poland. I didn't realize. That's my bad. I was
should have realized that from the spelling, dude. Shit.
Dude, I said Canada.
Nah,
I said Canada.
I should have known. Yeah.
I should. Mark, I apologize, Rebecca. Okay, so here's
Sorry about that, Rebecca. Yeah.
sorry about that. Apologize.
It's early yet. I'm still
It
waking
is.
up.
It is still early. Okay, so here's my question. You're in Poland, okay? Now, right now, there's some really weird shit going on over there. Okay, so like you're right next to all the crap, and so my first question would be, how bad is the media blackout over what's going on right on your border? That's my first question.
Oh, dude, that's
okay.
Good.
So, like, how honest are they being with you? Because you have YouTube. So you can go on YouTube and you can see things that are actually happening within, I don't know where you are in Poland, within a couple hundred miles from where you are. So I'm curious as to how bad the media blackout is. Slavic culture is different, is much different and more brutal somehow. Well, I do know that, like, you know,
dude, I'll tell you what, Russian police do not play.
Well, of course they don't. I mean, have you seen the way Russians drive?
Dude,
I mean,
seen those crazy motherfuckers.
I talked to a Russian Ukrainian guy one time, and I was like, dude, you guys drive so crazy. And he was like, yeah, you know, the road signs and the lights, they're suggestions.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like, wow, dude, no wonder you guys have so many. Because, you know, car insurance in Russia is like non-existent. You know that, right? Like,
oh yeah, dude,
like,
there's no such thing.
They don't even do it. Like, insurance companies go broke, so there's like almost no insurance in Russia. And I do
for
know,
a while there, they had the people running out in front of your car doing the you know, like the hit and run thing.
yeah.
Like, I was watching videos back in the day where like you couldn't go 4 blocks without 8 people trying to bounce off your hood. You ran me over.
It's fucking ridiculous. It's crazy. I remember growing up. I dated a volleyball player in high school, and I always dated the sports chicks, always. And because I was a football player, martial artist guy. You know? I mean, dude, I've been this height since I was a freshman in high school. So, like, I was the second largest kid in my high school. Okay, and I had to date the tall chicks, but then as I grew older, I started liking shorter women, which is, you know, kind of crazy. But I remember one of the women on her volleyball team was from Romania, and we would go to these dinners with her entire volleyball team. So I'm completely surrounded by estrogen. Surprise, surprise! I've always been the guy that can be surrounded by like 10 women, and I don't give a fuck. Doesn't even intimidate me at all.
Yeah,
I used to.
Dude, I grew up around women, so it's like you know, it's like people tell me I'm smooth and shit. It's not like I'm trying to be. It's just I've grown up around women, and
I have a certain way of talking and being around,
Well,
and chicks like it.
yeah, chicks dig confidence. Okay, that's just the way it is. Pearlie says it all the time. She gets so annoyed. One of the reasons why she's not dating anyone is because she gets annoyed specifically because men are simps. Like seriously, I'm not talking about the cool
Oh yeah,
simps
yeah, dude.
that,
Oh,
that like follow our channel, like Emma the other night. That's not what I'm saying. Like men, like do not correct women. Do not tell them to shut their fucking cake holes because they're afraid of getting canceled, rejected, or just looked down upon. And they think that it's just like the Antifa rule. A majority of the men in Antifa, they're doing what they're doing because they think it's going to get them laid. Okay? That's why they're doing what they're doing. Okay? Like they're not doing it because they believe in the cause. They're doing it because Antifa is an organization ran by women. And,
yeah, and they're trying to show off for
they're
their
trying to show
bitches.
off, which
Yeah.
is normal for young men, but the women that figured it out, they're using it for a different reason. It's really scary.
Yeah, dude, and that's the funny thing, dude. Well, you see it though, because 90% of them are the kind of guys that would never fucking start a fight.
Yeah, like ever.
I mean?
The only reason why they're doing it is
they would never go up to
they're
another dude
surrounded
and
by
be
a bunch
like,
of their
"Fuck
friends.
you."
Yeah.
No,
Well, okay.
they'd be scared to death. But now,
Okay,
because you got 50 people behind you going, "Yeah, there's
yeah,
Brandon."
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Here's something else too. Right? We're coming up on 2 hours. Damn. I was only
Damn,
going to do
really?
an hour and a half. Okay. So
Fuck, I'm down to like 2% of my battery. Too shit. I gotta
you gotta plug in your phone, dude. I'm gonna lose you.
Fuck.
Okay, but here's something else too on that though. Like I've watched some of these videos, right? And there's one in particular that I'm gonna mention. And there's a Marine standing guard next to his buddy who's trying to spout truth to the crowd. And they're standing in front of these two Antifa members, right? And this is real, okay? Supersburg is going to back me up in this, all right? But when you've been fighting as long as I have, and like a guy like Supersburg and that Marine in this video, this is the way we see the world, okay?
Right.
Now, it doesn't happen every single time. We don't get this ability like all the time.
So he sees somebody doing something shady and he reacts.
Exactly. Okay. So like he's standing next to his buddy, and this like fucking nobody, right? He's just this little fucking stupid, skinny little bitch. Okay. And he goes to throw this punch, and this Marine just goes,
yeah, dude, I've seen that.
okay. And it's like you don't get it. You're walking around in black, you're wearing a mask, you're throwing Molotov cocktails, you're walking around with sticks and bricks.
Yeah,
dude,
you think you're
that doesn't make you a
scary.
badass. Yeah,
No.
that doesn't make you a fighter. That makes you a terrorist. It makes you someone that's going against the status quo as far as like following the laws and the rules. Okay, let's see if she answered our question.
But see what these people don't understand is when you put yourself in that position, right? You put the black mask on and you start fucking going, okay, I'm gonna be an anarchist.
Yeah, and
the normal American male, and I'm just speaking for myself, and I'm a man who has a family and young daughters at home. You'd start doing that shit around my house, and bad things are going to happen to you. That's just the way it is, because I'm going to protect what's mine. And
that's true. Supersburg, I don't have TikTok either. I have no social media. So no, and anyone that has TikTok, I say this on every stream when we talk about TikTok. TikTok is a platform created by China to be used in every other country except for China. It's banned in China. We had someone in Hong Kong say it on live last time. It is banned in China. You cannot use TikTok in China. They have something called
stay away from TikTok. What do people not understand?
Yeah, it's fucking evil as shit. Okay, so Wee Jones says, I'm not talking about the places where we live, because she said this earlier. She said, nah, Slavic culture is much different and more brutal somehow. All right. And I'm not talking about the places where we live because it's very good, to be honest. But ourselves as humans, no matter if you're from Poland, Russia, Ukraine, you have Ukraine, maybe they pronounce it that way. You have the same soul, the same behavior. Everyone does, yeah. I'm not going to TikTok. Conversation is key, Margot. That's absolutely correct. By the way, Margot, I did drop that link in the chat. If you do want to come in, you're more than welcome to. Like, I would love to have your accent in this one. I know that you're probably waking up and haven't had your coffee yet, or maybe it's nighttime. What time is it in Scotland right now?
Shit, dude, I think
She's
it's
Scotland,
like,
right?
yeah, it's what? It's 10 here, so I think there's 6 hours ahead of us, maybe
Okay.
7.
Damn, so it's early. There was an Antifa leader who got caught being a pedo once. Oh yeah, dude, they're fucking they're great people.
Oh yeah. Well, look at this broad that bought like 5 houses and stuff.
Oh,
with, like,
from BLM, yeah, dude, yeah.
What the fuck is that shit about?
Kanye pointed out in that interview or in another interview. I can't remember what it was, but
Oh
he was
yeah,
like,
they
he was
hate him
like,
for that.
he was like, isn't it funny how Donald Trump has done more for the black community than Black Lives Matter? And they were like, rah, 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 rah. I was like, yeah.
They took our jobs.
Yeah, took our jobs. I saw a meme some time ago. Men treating women as normal human beings and being called simps. Yeah, dude, that's great. That's great. That's so true. Dude was dating a 16 or a 15-year-old. You know, I think I know the story he's talking about.
Jesus.
I think I know what he's talking about. Yeah.
It was probably his cousin.
Hey, remember, certain states, it's still legal for like 13, 14-year-olds to get married.
Dude, yeah,
like
they're
Alabama or Tennessee or something. There's like
we still got a couple of like I think like West Virginia and like yeah.
Oh, she's cooking, so she's making an excuse. But okay, so
shit.
So I do want to put this in the comment. I think Rebecca is on purposely not talking about it. She probably doesn't want to comment on what's going on with the Ukraine right now, which Rebecca, I totally understand. Okay. You're 21. Don't worry about that stupid shit. You probably don't even need to worry about it. It's run by self-confessed witches not lying. Hey, dude, I you know what? In Minecraft, I wouldn't doubt it, bro. I mean, I call it the satanic death cult for a reason. The whole, because I put them all together. Okay.
Well, I mean, though nowadays, dude, and for like the last 30 years, I've been being told that there are good witches and bad witches, just like in fucking goddamn
but okay, and
you
are more
Wizard
than
of Oz, right?
More than welcome.
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Well, okay, here's my thing though. All right, look, and this is also part of the problem, and this is what we really have to understand. Okay, look, we as a culture have to be able to separate what's fantasy from reality. Okay,
yeah.
And
here's
fiction. The whole victimhood mentality, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, Alphabet Soup, hashtag Me Too,
my life
feminism. They're all working together, guys. I mean, this is the way it is. Okay, that way, just like I said in live the other time, that way when we attack one, we attack them all. So if we attack Black Lives Matter, we're now attacking the trans BIPOC community. Okay, so
you're automatically rachist.
You're automatically racist. I mean,
automatically.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean,
racist and anti LGBT phobe and blah blah. But it's automatic, dude.
Yeah,
because you have an opinion that doesn't agree with them.
Hey, Super Spurg, did you see what happened in Chicago? Whenever the little troll.
Oh God, what?
Lightfoot, the little troll Lightfoot. By the way, she looks awesome. I think I'm gonna make when I do eventually get you guys to get me.
Dude, I hope she goes with Beetlejuice for Halloween. It would be so awesome.
That would be so funny. But I'm actually gonna make a character. I'm gonna have one of my antagonists in my story be like some play off of the words Lori Lightfoot and look like her character. Especially when I do the Adam story, I have a cool story about a character called Adam, and I think I'm gonna put her in that story as one of the main antagonists. But she's gonna be this angry little female that just screams and yells at people. So, but no,
That sounds like my wife. No,
Right? But no, okay. Here's my only point in this, right? And please, again, I like to be as
no,
precise.
and I'm just teasing. My wife is wonderful.
Oh no. Okay, so I don't know much about the situation on the board. It makes me mad how we are being used at the moment. They take our help. Okay, I'll read that one in a second. Yeah, she's talking about what we're talking about on the board. But look, these people, and we can even, in a way, we can actually add Karens into this because Karens.
See, I mean,
Well, let me finish this thought. Seriously, listen,
Yeah.
okay? Okay, because they created the Karen and the Ken. I call them Steves. I don't call them Kens. But they created the Karen and the Kens because they needed an enemy. Look, they just made a movie called Karen, and it's about a racist white woman. Okay, so now Karens aren't just bad women, because when Karens first came out, it wasn't just white women. Okay, it was any woman that basically asked for a manager. Now Karens are a racist white woman. Okay, so like where do we draw the line? That's why I'm saying it's very important that we say things for what they are, not for what we think they are. And the Black Lives Matter, the Antifa, hashtag Me Too, fourth wave feminism, all of them, they're all one, and they're combined with the socialist Democrats because they know that if they make people feel sorry and block out certain media and keep people from seeing certain things, that all you're going to see is, oh yes, black people should feel sorry for. Yeah, it's racist to think that African Americans can go get driver's licenses.
okay.
Oh my God, dude! Like when I saw that being their campaign. What's up, Hawk? You got to go.
No. I was just gonna say, what you're talking about. Like we keep talking about what was it, repercussions, not repercussions.
Retribution.
Like retribution, right? You know, payment for slavery from.
Oh God.
These people are going to get their 40 acres and a mule, right? My whole point is my family didn't even get to America until after slavery ended. So why the fuck do I owe you anything?
Well, here's something too. And look, hey, you know what? Hey,
my
let's do
family was Irish and fucking Russian. They didn't come here until after World War One.
Do you know the percentage? And this is something that's constantly misquoted. I've done the actual research on this. I spent like 3 days figuring out the different equations and the different numbers on this. Do you know what the percentage was? This is ironic. Of the people that owned slaves during the height of slavery in America?
It's probably minuscule, dude.
Take a guess.
Like 12, 13% maybe.
Okay. It was less than 1%.
Are you serious?
They are basing their entire program or programming, their entire campaign. And the Democrats were the ones that owned the slaves, a majority of them.
Oh yeah,
remember
they're
that
the
too.
ones that fought for the Confederacy was Democrat.
Yes. So
sorry, sorry, people, but
now,
learn your history.
Now it's been about 3 years since I looked at the numbers, but the population at the time was about 25 million, I think, in America. Okay, and it was something like 300,000 owned slaves. Yeah, 300,000 is a large number. Okay, that is an incredibly large number, and that's why it's so big. Okay, so like, and if you want to look at average numbers, because I wouldn't even.
But it was a very small group of people that owned a large amount of slaves.
It was the fucking 1%, dude.
It was the plantations, and again, who were these guys? Probably fucking Hillary Clinton's fucking great granddad. Fucking come on. I mean, let's go back and trace it, dude. Let's go back and see.
Every time I think about Hillary Clinton, I think about that Family Guy episode where Bill and Peter are in the limo, and Bill's like, "Look at that pig over there." We just go over and eat it.
Go
We
to
just
buy
go over and grab that pig and eat it. I love that bit, dude. That's great.
Oh my god,
Oh
dude.
my god. Right. But okay. So let's do Rebecca. Rebecca's answering our question. I don't know much about the situation on the border. It makes me mad how we are being used at the moment. They take our help as a thing we have to do, like it's our job. Like, no, we do it because we want to. You remember, because she's right on the border of the war, bro. 50,000 people
Yeah,
was the last
bro.
reported number that the
That's
casualties.
why I was wondering what she was gonna have to say about it, because I
Yeah.
wonder how much the media is blacked out. You know.
Well, yeah, but Poland has been doing everything they can to stay out of it, though. They don't want to be a part of it. Right? These
I
people
don't fucking blame them. I mean,
Hispanic, haha. Yeah, dude, they do that a lot, man. Like, I mean, look at what happened. We talked about this last time, Super Spurg. The guy that went against Gavin Newsom, they called him the blackface of white supremacy. All right. So slavery was a
Gavin
part of
Newsom,
the time, and we're doing it.
the blackface himself, right?
Yep.
No,
Oh, dude,
no,
Eric, have a
I'm
great day,
thinking of the
man.
Canadian guy.
Yeah, Eric, have a great day. Hey, Hawk, let me go use the head, dude. Coffee's running through me. I'll be right back. All right.
Yeah, no problem. All right, hey everybody, I'm gonna pop in the chat so I can see who's in here. Super Spirit. Oh, I gotta go back. I don't want to jump right in there. Hey Eric, all right, have a great day, man. Later, bro. Uh, all right, so Rebecca. Oh God, I would love to get to know more about your situation, where you're at. Uh, Probably ain't the place. Uh, let's see. Uh, Shoot, man, I don't know Vincent that well, and I normally talk about comic books and comic related stuff. So this is a whole new area for more about getting famous and show how good and helpful generous spirit. Oh, I see. Yeah, so it's all about you know the what the public sees, right? Not like what is really going on. It's just like whatever your presentation is to the world. Okay, I get that, Rebecca. You know what though? I tell you, Poland's nobody to fuck with, man.
All we have left to take care
the,
of
the
is
Russians and Germans figured that out in World War II. So, yeah, I don't blame Poland for trying to remain neutral in these uh, strange and disturbing times. Alright, Jeff. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee real quick. No, they super spirit. I'm tired of people screaming about evil colonizers. Dude, the Spaniards were. No, okay. Granted, I'm probably a little older than most people in chat. I'm in my 50s. But when I grew up and we learned history, the Spaniards were the explorers of the world. They were responsible kind of cool thing. Spaniards and Portuguese were the sailors, man. They went everywhere. And guess what? They boned everybody's freaking girlfriends. uh, so yeah, their DNA got spread all over the planet, and that's what happens when you're a sailor, man. You got a girlfriend in every port. Yeah, it. Yeah, my Brandy, you're a fine girl. Oh, God, that coffee was cold. That was not good at all. People drink iced coffee. I don't know how that. All right. Vincent, you just abandoned me, bro. What? I'm running out of things to talk about here, man. It's early yet. We can do cute. We can do cute stream. You want to see the kitty? Look at that. There's the kitty. Oh, we can do the cute stream. Oh, look, there's a cute stream. Sweet baby girl. What? Well, get on camera, Missy. Jesus, you're uncooperative. Uncooperative. All right. This is meow. Dance, monkey, dance. Nobody else. Holy shit. All right, Super Sprig, I'm leaving that one alone. This is not my channel. Wow. Yeah. I don't know. I'm amazed. I thought Vincent was a comic geek guy. I just found out a little while ago. Like he doesn't even know what the fuck comic skate is. It's amazing. Oh yeah, she's she's good kitty. She's a little butthead. Spoiled beyond belief. Like, I'm I'm one of them bad dads that spoil my animals. We got a dog and a cat, and they're both just the biggest babies you ever saw. Coming
Sorry,
back,
guys.
bro.
I wanted
Yeah,
to go
there
grab.
you
I wanted to go grab something to drink, man. So I had to go downstairs and get ice and everything. And I'm making
go.
pork
God
chops.
damn, dude, how big is your house?
3,200 square feet.
Nice. All right. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I live in a little old
I work
farmhouse.
hard,
It was
dude.
built in like 1865, bro. This thing
Well,
is like an old decrepit.
I had mine built. And
Really? Nice.
remember when I'm talking to young men, okay, like I did what I was supposed to do. Okay, I did exactly what I was told to do. You know, you go
Right.
serve your country, you work hard, you play hard type thing, right?
Got
So,
a good job, so I can save up money. So I can,
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, and like I was doing a roof. I was doing a roof maybe.
Bro, and sorry.
Huh? No, I was.
No, I don't know if we ever because I've asked you a couple of questions, but you seem to slip past them real easy.
Oh,
Like,
sorry, man. Yeah, do we need to do? I was going to ask you. Do we need to do a question and answer period for Vincent? Because like,
I'm just trying to get to know you, dude. Because
well,
like,
I mean, but for the group, right? Because like I said, I'm still the FNG. Like, do we need to do
right.
like?
Well, see, dude, that's another thing. Like, how many people in the chat even know what an FNG is?
Oh, fucking new guy, guys. Fucking new guy.
Exactly. But see, we didn't give it a chance, man. I wanted to see how many people in the chance even knew what an FNG was. I mean, you and I are talking on one level. You know what I mean?
Okay. And
like
then,
when you throw out shit like that, like an FNG and shit. But kids in their 20s, they have no clue what that means, dude. You know what I mean? They hear FNG and they're like, what the fuck? They're looking that up on fucking goddamn Wikipedia and shit. Fucking trying to figure
I
out
mean, dude, you're not wrong. It's I don't know what she's talking about.
what
No, she said, I'm tired of these people screaming at evil colonizer, blah, blah, blah. And then she says, because this is what Sussberg said. And then she said this. In fact, Black's still doing it right now. I gotta go. She said it's more about getting famous and show how good, helpful. Oh, I see what she's saying. Okay, yes. The whole victimhood mentality.
yeah.
So, okay, so I guess rapid fire, bro. Go to your questions. Then
And dude, well, you were gone too, Vincent. I was just kind of ranting on, and I was like, well, look at the fucking Spaniards and the Portuguese. You know, back in the day, they were when I grew up, they were called explorers. Now they're fucking called
colonists
suppressors.
or yeah,
Yeah, colonizers.
colonizers.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
okay,
You know,
here's
now
yeah,
back
you're
when I
right.
grew up, though, those were the people you were supposed to aspire to. These were the guys that went out and fucking did shit. Here there be monsters. You remember the fucking map when nobody knew what the fucking ocean was past a certain point, and it said, "Here there be monsters."
I'm sure that people have heard this. We lost our viewers when I left. I guess people didn't want to stay.
Yeah, I guess
Um,
everybody hates me. Sorry, bro.
No, it's all good, dude. It's all good. I'm back. Hopefully they'll come back in a minute or two. But by the way, let's check and see. Seeing as how we
I don't know. I was just trying to fill time, bro. Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So we have 7 likes. That's not bad, I guess.
All right.
All right. So all right. I'm sure you've heard this before. Okay. Americans took America from the Indians. Okay. Well, here's a I'm like 132nd Indian or some shit. My great grandmother was half, I think it's Cherokee. I have to check that. But I wear arrowheads when I made Cinder. I made sure he was Austrian and he was Indian. When I built my axe. But like every country that exists was taken over from another country, and you know I don't understand why the professors were allowed to teach. I understand why the professors teach it. What I don't understand is I don't understand why the school boards allowed the professors to teach this bullshit to our kids. I don't get that. I don't understand why they're allowed to teach them that America is just a colonizer and we came in and we just eradicated the Indians. Alexander the Great took over 30 countries.
Bro, yeah, exactly.
Okay, he went through, and if you didn't join him, he slaughtered you in front of your family, and then had his armies grape your women. That was Alexander the Great.
Yeah, look at what the Romans did for 1,000 years.
It's fucking ridiculous. Okay,
but nobody talks about that.
The Roman Empire lasted for 425 years, I think. I could be wrong.
Whatever.
Still,
I mean, like, still. Yeah. It was supposed
and they were
to be.
One of the most brutal freaking rulers ever.
Okay? Dude, they did not play.
No,
you
man.
fucked around with Rome. You fucking got stomped.
Barbarians. They went into the barbarian lands and was like, we realize you ain't got shit to give us and you don't have any technology, but if you don't give us your land and join our country, we're just going to kill all of you.
Yeah.
And take it anyways. That was their negotiation tactic. And I have a hot theory on the Romans. I think the barbarian wars for the Romans led to their downfall. I really do believe that.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean that really was I mean,
yeah.
If you look at history, they spread themselves out too thin. And they were fighting too many wars on too many fronts. And it was guerrilla warfare.
I think
because now you were fighting
for 20 years long, weren't they?
Yeah.
It was something like that. Yeah.
But they were fighting like the Picts and the fucking I mean, these are crazy barbarian motherfuckers. They were not fighting, you know.
And it was the first time the Romans had to fight both the men and the women.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the Romans were like, yeah, we will kill you men and we
Yeah.
will
We're just
rape
gonna
your
come in there
women.
and rape the shit out of your women,
Yeah,
and
dude,
women
the
are
women
like
were like,
fucking
what?
stabbing you.
Fuck you. They were like, I got an axe too, motherfucker. But
Yeah. Oops,
but no.
surprise.
I mean, like you were saying I was dodging questions, man. Ask your question, bro. What was the question?
No,
that I was
no, no, bro. No, just trying to get how you ended up being because like I'm a total comics geek, dude. The, I've never been on the internet. I never did anything until 2018, and that was I had a serious shoulder injury back in 2018, so I was off
Yeah.
work for like 6 months. So that's the first time I ever did anything on the internet, and I discovered Ethan Van Sciver's channel, Comic Artist Pro Secret,
Okay.
and I was a huge fan of his back in the 90s. Well, I had quit collecting comic books completely back in 1999, and it had been like 18 years since I'd even looked at a comic book, went to a comic shop, anything like that. And I discovered this dude that, like I loved from back in the day. He's like doing this whole thing, and he's got like Comicsgate is a movement to get away from all the bullshit that's going on in mainstream comic books right now. Like Superman is gay, Batman is gay, everybody's fucking bisexual.
Superman's son
Like,
is gay with an Asian kid with pink hair
yeah,
whose comic got canceled after 18 issues, but it was a hit.
yeah. And then we'll relaunch, Captain Marvel 18 times with new number ones because
Dude,
she
like
could only do 2 or 3 issues before
she
they
was okay. So for the fans out there, okay, these are stats for Captain Marvel. All right,
dude.
me and
So
Hawk
you're not CG, but you know this shit.
yeah. Okay, here's the stats. I'm a super geek. I'm a geek and a gamer. Okay, like
Okay.
okay, here's the stats for Marvel. All of the
You're
people that
you're
think that
fucking
Captain
so full of
Marvel's a
shit,
legit
brother.
character,
You
she's
know
been
exactly
killed.
what CG is.
Yeah, she's been killed 7 times in the Marvel universe. Killed 7 times. Okay, she was rewritten 9 times. She was so hated that they had to keep changing her comic. Okay, people did not like Captain Marvel. She had no character base. She
Dude,
was she had no
did she ever make
personality.
it like past 5 issues
No, dude.
ever?
I think her longest run was 30 issues. I could be wrong in that, but
Oh
I'm pretty
my
sure
god.
it wasn't that much. Okay, for those of
Now
you that
back
don't
in the
know,
fucking 90s, dude, Carol Danvers, the original Captain Marvel, she actually had a good storyline. She was hot. She fucking went through a couple of fucking character changes, became like a whole different character and all kinds of cool shit.
yep,
Fucking great character. Nowadays, oh, stunning and brave.
stunning and brave. Now, okay, but to be fair, all right, let's be fair here. There was something amazing done with Captain Marvel that no one in the studios in Hollywood wanted you to know. No one in Marvel, DC wants you to know. Disney doesn't want you to know this, okay? And
They
here's
took Brie Larson's dick off.
okay, all right, because Brie Larson standing in front of Thanos is exactly what they wanted, okay? Everything led up to that moment. They wanted the most powerful male figure in the entire universe to be standing next to the most powerful female figure in the entire universe. That's exactly what it. Okay, he was so underpowered in the moment. Get this, he was so underpowered in the moment against her that he had to take out the power ring and put it in another hand and punch her. Okay, that's what they wanted. Okay,
Bro, that's
exactly
a
what they were looking
fucking
for.
good point.
Okay, so
Wow.
okay, that's their whole point for Captain Marvel. If you look at the lesbian director that did Captain Marvel, her comments on Marvel was, she's the most powerful woman and the most powerful character in all of Marvel. No one
So
touches her.
powerful.
Oh my
Yeah,
god. Okay,
everything was about her
yeah,
power level. She was
they don't understand anything about the characters. I'm a super ultra realist when it comes to comics. Okay, like I have to have my comics the way that they are. I disagree with Gary on this on Nerdrotic. I don't think there's any wiggle room. Now, do I want it to be word for word? No, I would love the director to put in his own little things, but don't change my fucking characters, dude. Okay?
No, if you're gonna,
Don't
well,
change my
dude,
characters, man.
I look at it this way: if the comic book was popular enough to sell like 1 million copies or whatever the fuck it was, because you're gonna make a movie out of it, just goddamn follow the script, okay?
The fans will
You don't have to fix it. It already sold.
these no talent hacks, dude, think they're better than Stan Lee, man.
Dude,
Okay?
exactly. Oh,
You're not better than
I'm
Stan
better
Lee.
than Frank Miller. I'm gonna
Yeah.
change Frank Miller's
Dude,
shit. No,
You're
fuck
not,
you.
You're not
I'm
going to
better
write Preacher better than Garth Ennis. You're a fucking moron if you think you're going to write Preacher better than Garth Ennis.
Exactly.
Like
no one is
X-Men-
gonna, no one's gonna write the X-Men better than Chris Claremont.
No,
Sorry.
No.
Sorry, motherfuckers.
No, you're an
you're
idiot.
fucking, you lost.
It's like you know,
You lost.
I said this with Blair on and on Nerdrotic with all the other people that were on with him. I said this. Imagine how much more money they would have made if they weren't following an agenda. Okay?
Oh,
if they
God,
didn't have the ideology and they would have actually done it for the fans, because you always hear the same excuse. Oh, it's so hard to translate. Oh, it's so
That's
hard to put the comic on the screen. It's like, dude, it ain't hard to fucking translate a character onto the goddamn movie screen. We do it all the time.
No, that's all about ego, dude.
Yeah, it's all about ego. You think you're a better writer than the great writers from the past. That's all this is. That's all this is. It's
the writer on the director or the writer on the movie is like, oh, I gotta put my, twist on it. I gotta put my spin on it.
Now,
fuck off. Just make the movie.
to circle back around to freaking Captain Marvel. This is the only good thing they ever did for Captain Marvel, because you see, they couldn't brand her. They couldn't make Captain Marvel amazing because everybody hated her. So the X-Men come out. Okay. And the X-Men changed the face of comics. It was darker. It was grittier. They killed people. Okay. People fucking died in X-Men, man. Like, no shit. No nice pat on your bottom. No cuddling and cupping the balls. All right. No. X-Men was straight up slaughtering people. Okay. And we get introduced to a character named Rogue, the Steel Magnolia. Okay. And most people don't know Rogue because they purposely didn't want you to know about her. The only time they really introduced her was in the first X-Men movies. And they bring her in as just the chick that can absorb powers, which wasn't exactly incorrect. Okay. But it wasn't who Rogue was. And there is a scene in the X-Men cartoon that explains where Rogue got her ability for super strength and flight. She killed Captain Marvel. That's what Rogue did. Rogue was being controlled by Mystique, who was pretending to be her mom. And Mystique was a bad guy, by the way. Mystique was never a good guy. Mystique is one of the greatest assassins in all of Marvel because she's an evil bitch. All right? So she's sitting there controlling Rogue and manipulating Rogue and having Rogue do things for her because she's thinking it's her mom. She holds her hands on top of Captain Marvel's head while Captain Marvel's flying a spaceship. Because here's the thing about Rogue's ability. Rogue's ability paralyzes her opponent. Okay? She doesn't just drain your powers for a period of time. She paralyzes you. Completely paralyzes you. And you lose your ability to move. You lose your ability to use your mutant powers. Everything. You become a human. Okay? So but what we find out in this episode is that if she holds on to you long enough, if she absorbs your powers for too long, she well, I believe Captain Marvel went into a coma, but she permanently controls your power. So Rogue went from this already OP character of being able to absorb everyone's abilities and everyone's powers to being a super strong, super tough, badass, flying around the fucking universe, able to hold her breath in outer space, and she can absorb everyone's powers character. Rogue's character was super OP. Majorly OP. which is why we've never seen her in the movies, because if we bring out Rogue, it dispels all of the bullshit about inequality in comics. The whole bullshit G4 gaming thing about, sexism in gaming, it's all tumbled down when you bring out the fact that we've had games throughout history where you can choose to be females. When you argue with them and you tell them exactly what's actually happened in the history, okay, it all goes away. All right. What they do is what they do, and it's brilliant. I'm not taking away from the fact that their strategy is not brilliant. Their strategy is utterly brilliant in every single way. They've gotten rid of the ability for people to think for themselves, and they just tell you what to think, and then you never go to do research. So when you don't go do research, you don't know the past. And if they don't teach your past, then you think everything they're saying is true.
Well, dude, that's the whole point of them not teaching history anymore. If you fail to learn from past mistakes, you will repeat the stupid shit you've done before. And I mean, that's like one of the basic, most simplest lessons in life is learn from your fucking mistakes, right?
What was Rebecca saying cute to? This is while I was away. But the Spanish married black and native. In fact, there was a black conquistador selling slaves. Wow. It's more about getting famous and show the good help.
Dude, that's like that new movie they just did. With,
the Woman King.
Queen, yeah, woman king. What?
The only way women can be feminine and independent is if they become men, Hawk. Didn't you know that?
I guess, man. You just grab a strap on and all of a sudden you're good to go.
Dude, I won't give any details, but everyone here fell into some paranoia. People don't think, and the government does everything to distract itself and the problems it has caused over the last 2 years. Oh shit, dude. I have 2 outdoor cats. Of course, it's a horrible time for everyone, but it's not as bad as the media shows. Very true. Smack.
I have only one indoor cat. And I won't let her outside because I got like hawks and shit around here. She'd be gone.
Right. Actually, they did fuck up shit, but the Spanish queen held accountability to put these people for wrongdoing. I don't know what he's talking about. African countries did the evil colonizing too. Yeah, well, Africans were the ones that started slave trade.
Oh, well, dude, and it comes down to it. The Africans were selling the African to the Dutch India Company and to the people that were buying the slave.
Well, yeah. I mean, and look.
But nobody wants to talk about that shit.
No,
right?
Of course not. But look at what Superspurg just said. He's got a very good point. He says, I'm tired of people blowing Columbus out of context because at first he had to deal with cannibals to talk with decent Tiano. They wanted them out. Now also remember, Columbus for years went from country to country to country. Columbus wasn't Spanish, right? Columbus was he European?
I think he was Italian.
Italian. Thank you.
I think he was Italian.
So Columbus went to the Queen of England.
He had an urge to explore, man.
The only people that would back him were the Spaniards. They were the ones that backed him. They were like, "Oh, you need money? Okay, cool."
And dude, if you like read between the lines of history and shit, he like went and seduced the Queen of Spain.
Oh fuck, dude!
He was boning her on the side. Why do you think she financed his?
Real man.
She's like, "Oh, we're gonna buy you 3 ships." He was boning the shit out of her. Man.
One of my most hated history lessons was learning about Queen Elizabeth because they kept trying to say she never chose a man. It's like, dude, she wanted to look like a monarch, so she didn't want to choose a king, and I mean, and that's something else too. You guys talk about
that doesn't mean she wasn't getting some.
Yeah. But see, here's the other example of why sexism is so bullshit in today's society. Okay, a man becomes a king, he marries a woman, she becomes a queen. A woman becomes a queen, she marries a man, he becomes the dude married to the queen.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly, bro.
Think about it. All right. I'm tired of people blowing Columbus. Oh, I read that one. Okay, that's why Columbus called the cannibals out the Jamaican island. No shit, right? Also, the reason they call it the Caribbean
That's why
island
I invented barbecues out.
it's because it was full. That's right. They called it long pork, Super Spurg. Salted long pork. If they didn't believe they were cannibals, I dare take a footstep in one of these Papua New Guinea. I know shit where they eat people. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Oh, there's still an
Okay. It's not the cat.
island.
It's not the cat.
You know about that place, Vincent?
Which one?
There's still an island that apparently in existence today where like these native it's a tiny little island out like off of New Guinea or something somewhere. But these motherfuckers like they sent like what do they call them? The guys that go the religious guys, they go and
Missionaries.
missionaries, yeah. So they sent Catholic missionaries, and they went there for like a month, and they learned how to communicate and shit. And the leader of this fucking island told the head missionary guy, "Look, we don't like you. We will eat you. Go the fuck away. Don't ever come back."
I would wonder,
and sent them on their way. And then they keep sending fucking missions to this island. And every time the mission goes there, the people die and get eaten.
I want to comment because I got to go, man. I've already been here for 2 hours and 40 minutes, but I do want to say something about the comets. We have those 4 comets that are circling Earth right now that everybody's freaking out about.
What?
And
oh shit! I haven't even heard about that.
Well, there's 2 of them specifically
God.
that are no, seriously. There's one of them. It's called the 2022 UT010, I think. And
it's orbiting us right now,
dude. It's like literally they're saying on Halloween tomorrow that it will have the huge, massive chance of entering our atmosphere, and it's supposed to be. I don't know how accurate these are. It's supposed to be as wide as our tall skyscrapers are tall. So that's 33 stories.
Fuck.
So there's all
how
these.
How have I not heard
this?
About this?
Because they didn't want to tell us. They didn't want us to freak out. But I guarantee you, the same way everything works, the moment some dude saw it in his telescope, he called the news and the news reported it. But anyways, my final thoughts are going to be this, okay? Let's just say for the sake of, because this is what I love science. Right? I know we were talking about my background and everything. And by the way, I would love for there to be a question and answer period if you guys really want to know anything about me. If you do,
oh brother, we gotta get together and do like a just a Comicsgate kind of question and answer, get to know each other kind of thing.
Exactly. Because I mean, you're not the only one that's asked me that question, like how I got started. Now I am curious. Like, you're not the only person to say to me that it sounds like I've been doing this for a while. Dude, I just checked. I started my first short when I went to buy the computer, the laptop. That was October 11th. So,
really?
Yeah.
You just seem very comfortable on camera and on mic. Dude, it took me a while. I mean, I hung out in chats for like 6 months. I would just I didn't even comment. And then I started commenting in chats, and then slowly, and people got to know me. But yeah,
it didn't take me 6 months. Okay, what really did it for me? What really did it for me was when I watched FNT for the first time 4 months ago. It was either 4 or 6 months ago. Because remember, I live in a box. Okay. And I'm serious, dude. Like I'm in my man cave right now. I have over 100 weapons surrounding me right now,
bro. I love your wall. Right?
So I mean,
you need more art, but I love all the weapons.
All right, but that's just my life, man. Seriously, that's my life, and I don't really go out that often. I live in a box, so the concept that I usually have is this. I don't fuck with people. I help people when I can, and I try to live my life as best I can. I don't think I'm necessarily a good person, but at the same time, I do try to do as good as I can when I can. Okay. And but when I started noticing, years ago, I noticed this like 12, 15 years ago when they started changing our movies and they started changing our stories and they started changing our comic books.
Mhm.
I started talking about it. People were calling me crazy. They were saying that I was losing my mind. And so when I saw FNT, I never heard of him. And I think I was watching some review on some movie. Maybe it was Critical Drinker or something. And then because of the algorithm,
Dude, Critical Drinker used to be pretty good, man.
Yeah.
He's kind of lost the path lately. But
He's just been. It's the same thing that happens to everyone. Like we'll talk about Critical Drinker another time, but
yeah.
but no,
Well,
dude.
I think he's making money now, so he's got to do certain things.
Hey, look, do your hustle. All right. However you want to hustle, do your hustle. I
Right,
ain't gonna hate on somebody's hustle.
right. No,
But-
I get it.
But
know.
but whenever I saw FNC for the first time, it was when they were coming into talking about the Rings of Power. Okay, so that was like 4 months ago, 5 months ago. They were just talking about how it was going to be released and how it was going to be woke and all this stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, wow, they're going to woke out Tolkien's work, really? Okay, all right. So, anyways.
Yeah, no, why not fuck up Tolkien shit, dude?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we fucked up everything else, right? Why not just do
I
him
mean,
too?
we're gonna start screwing with Shakespeare here soon.
But
Well, fuck, like they
I
haven't
mean,
already.
I mean, hopefully we're kind of going backwards. I mean, like I said, watch a couple of my reviews on some of the movies I've done. Somebody's listening because they're talking to us. But I was watching FNT and I was like, you know what? These words were in my head from my uncle from like 7 years ago. My uncle said something to me that I've never forgotten. He said, you sure you bitch about this woke culture? Because my uncle didn't believe me at the time. He didn't believe me the woke culture existed or PC existed. He's in Southeast Texas, man. He doesn't believe in shit. And, he lives in his own little bubble too, like very, very close-minded. But he was like, well, if you dislike it so much, why don't you do something about it? And I was like, dude, I'm one guy. What the hell am I going to do? So when I'm watching FNT, this was, like I said, a while back. I just started watching. I looked at the chats. I think it took me a good month before I even chimed in the chats. And I've never been a crowd follower or nothing like that. But whenever he brought us on, that because it was random. Somebody gifted me a membership on FNT, and I got this notification saying, "Hey, we're going to be live." I was like, "Fuck!" So I ran around. I made sure that I looked decent. I think I took a quick shower, and I was like, I'm doing this. You should have seen me. I was in the mirror. I was like
Put
pumping
some
myself
deodorant
up.
on real quick.
We're gonna
Fuck,
do
it's
this.
the
We're gonna do
internet,
this.
but I don't care.
Yeah. So and it was private. It was a private chat. Like I said, I think there was only 78 of us on there. It was just members, and it was only the people that would come on. And I sat on the panel for a good hour. And I was talking to Gary, and I was really concerned about whether or not people were going to hear what I had to say, and I was very concerned on whether or not people could take me well, because generally speaking, when I meet most people, they either don't like me or they like me, and it's because of how blunt I am and how straightforward I am. And I talk really fast, and sometimes the words that come out of my mouth people don't understand because I'm putting words together. I do that all the time, and I also say what comes to my brain. I do. I literally say what comes to my mind. So a lot of the times I make people very angry. It happens. Okay.
Yeah,
And
I do that sometimes too.
I think we're all guilty of it at some point. I think all of us are. And
Yeah.
but
I try not to like talk over people.
I think everyone on YouTube does that though. I think everyone on YouTube does that, because when you watch like Fresh and Fit, dude, and you watch Pearly, dude, they're just like screaming on the microphone, man. Like I watched this little Pearly bro, and she's like doing this. She's going, stop. This is my show. Stop. I mean, she did it for like 30 seconds, and this chick would not shut the fuck up. So Pearly finally says, mute her, Mike. It's like, dude, like, so I think everybody's, but anyways, on a tangent.
Yeah,
but no,
I try to be good
with you. I would love to get on and do question and answers. As far as
dude, we gotta do Me and you a CG question and answer. That'll be fucking great, man. Because like you're new, apparently to CG. At least you're presenting yourself as new. And I have questions for newbies. Like the FNG, I wanted to know where you're coming from because I know where I'm coming. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So I think that would be a cool conversation because I don't think people have done that yet. Everybody's too busy with, oh, well, if you like CG, you're a Nazi. Fuck off. I,
right.
I just don't want fucking bisexual Superman. I'm sorry. If that makes me a Nazi, then I guess I'm a fucking Nazi.
No, it's the same thing whenever they say phobia and on everything. They don't even know what it means.
Yeah,
What the
you're a
definition.
homophobe. You're a this. No, you know what? You make a new character. What the fuck is wrong with that? Just make a new character. You don't have to go make Batman, get bent over by Bane. He already has his back broken, for God's sake.
I don't know. I mean, they made Robin gay. They hit in his
Oh
new
yeah, dude.
he's
Everybody's
gay
gay
now.
now.
Let's see here. Oh,
Iceman,
remember Wonder Woman? Wonder
everybody.
Woman's a lesbian now. Remember
Oh
that?
yeah, sure,
A
sure.
lesbian
Well,
now.
dude,
Okay.
she comes from an island of all
All
women,
women, so
right?
therefore she must be a lesbian.
So of
Um,
course she must.
Aquaman is a drunk. He's a drunk, and he's an incel. Aquaman is a drunk incel.
Yeah. And
Um,
he lives in his grandma's basement in like a
something like
lighthouse
that. Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah. Let's see here. In the movies, they make Aquaman's mom like this total boss bitch living in an alternate universe or alternate world or something under the sea.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, look, guys, I get it. I totally understand that you're trying to go after this audience. I just don't. I don't fucking agree with you. I don't. I don't agree with what you're doing because if you want to make your own comic strip and your own movies and do the things that you guys are trying to do with your own characters, case in point, Wakanda Forever. Okay, like Wakanda Forever is
Dude,
going to
yeah.
bomb. It is
That,
going to
that,
suck. Okay, it is
I
going to
wanted
be. It is going to be horrible. Okay,
I
because
wanted to hit that before we ended today because Wakanda Forever, the first Black Panther movie, made what, $1 billion? You watch,
it was like 1.2, I think 1.3.
yeah,
Yeah. Hey, real
watch
quick.
this, watch this new one fail spectacularly.
I don't even know how much it cost, but they were. But Ryan said yesterday. Ryan Kennel said yesterday he thinks it's going to do well, and I don't know if he was
No,
trolling
it's
or what.
not, man. It's not gonna.
How did you lose your friend, Rebecca? You talking about? I think we were talking about something earlier, and I
Shit.
just forgot. She lost her friend because of something that we're talking about. Like not like they're dead. Like she's no longer friends with them. Yeah.
I thought she was like, whoa, lost her friend. Okay. Just, yeah.
Dude, well, okay, but let's.
Oh, dude, I've lost so many friends.
Yeah, so have I. I mean, people I've known for like 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
Super
People that I've
Spread,
known, since high school that have like told me to go fuck myself.
Mm-hmm. Super Spread, you're not wrong. Like I made this point, not on a broadcast yet, but I made this point. Okay, so let's just say, for the sake of argument, that they are making, like the comics for the gay community, right? Let's just say they are making it for the gay community. Even if we use the highest numbers, which is just a figurative number, and we include all of the alphabet soup, right? We're only talking about 7. It's 7% of the world's population. That's what it is. Okay, so you're making comics and movies for 7% of the world's population. That doesn't make any sense. And I'm talking purely from a business standpoint. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, at all. Whatsoever. It doesn't make sense.
And dude, I'm surprised that you even said 7% because the last time I checked, it was like around 2 or 3%, and that was just in America.
Yeah, just in America.
So, I mean, but yeah, it's incredible that all of our media, everything is geared toward 2 to 10% of the population.
Of the population,
Wild.
yeah, and we're supposed to believe it's real. But okay, so final notes. I gotta get off this thing, man. I've gone an hour and a half over what I want to do. But final notes: Wakanda Forever is gonna suck. You should have just brought back Black Panther and given us a good movie, but you didn't. You femaled it out. The MCU is strong. Phase 4 is 90% female and 10% male. Phase 5 will be 100% female. Congratulations. Hashtag Me Too. Hashtag Women is Future. Hashtag Women Power. Yay!
Halo.
And the entire
Hail CG.
I mean, dude, you know, this is I'll end on this. This is what I'm going to end on. Okay, this is something I want you guys to think about. So, at a certain point in the very very near future, people are going to become more like us when thinking about these stupid movies. And they're going to say to themselves, I'm done with Marvel. I'm done with DC. I'm done with Star Wars. I'm done with everything that you guys have put on the screens. And we, just like Eric July, are going to create new and better content. And we're going to create an entirely new genre. Okay? And it will be, first we'll call it the Dead Comics, or like you said, CG or whatever. We'll create this world that's new, and Marvel and DC and Image are going to die. They're going to die. They're going to go away. Now,
Oh,
30
dude,
years,
they're not gonna die. They're rotting corpses at the moment.
okay, fair enough. Fair. What I'm saying is that they will no longer be able to have money to create their propaganda, is what I'm saying. So what will happen is they'll go away, and everything is cyclical, just like I said at the very beginning. And they'll come back in like 20 or 30 years like Jack in the Box did. Okay? Jack in the Box died because of kangaroo meat and then came back like 20, 30 years. And they're like one of the best restaurants in the world.
Kangaroo meat.
So, like,
Oh my God.
it's going to happen. Okay? So, otherwise, I'm out of here, guys. I'm going to go watch Unsolved Mysteries. I'm going to have a great day. I'm going to cook some pork chops. You guys, please have a blessed day. Do good things. Shadowhawk, Super Spurg,
Vincent, you cracked me up, brother. I gotta talk to you more, man.
Dude, hey, man. You know, as long as we are doing this, I want all of my circle. I was really hoping Blair would come on today. He must be asleep. He's probably sleeping it off. But you know, guys, look, please. You've already liked. I know you have, but share. Go to my videos and share them with people that you think need to hear the message. Okay, seriously. Like, if there are people out there that are alone and people out there that don't have the motivation to get up and do something, like, I'm about to go to Florida just to get work because I have to. I mean, there's no work here for me with what I do. So I got to go to Florida in like a week. I got to go. And I'm going to be there for a while. And,
bro, you're in fucking Texas and there's no work?
Not for what I do, because we deal with storm restoration. So, like,
okay. Dude, when I was in Texas, I could drag up from one job site and walk across the street and have another job.
Yeah, that was back then, bro. That's different, man.
Yeah, that was like mid-90s.
Yeah, this is different, man. I worked specifically off of storms, so like we had a drought this year. I think we only had rain like 6 days this year, man.
Right, so you guys are doing like roofing and fucking.
Yeah, I do roofing, fencing, and gutters. Those are my mains.
Oh, brother.
And, yeah, we haven't had shit, dude. There's been nothing. Like I normally average about 6.
Dude, that's hard work too, man. That's working for a living. I don't know if people understand that shit. But being a roofer is
I mean, it's
that is not no bullshit. How are your knees, bro?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I take care of myself. I work out all the time. I was done when Disney.
My knees are shot, man.
Another Mary Sue? Yeah, another Mary Sue, right? I was done with Disney bought Marvel. Yeah, no shit. I was done with Disney bought Marvel. I was like, sell out. See ya. I'm going to be available on Fallout. Okay, yeah, definitely. I'll be over there too later. What part of Florida? I think they're saying Tampa.
Check out Fallout, I guess.
Or Santa Rosa County. Dude, if there's one Fallout I recommend, I always tell everyone to start with Fallout 4. Fall in love with Fallout 4. Then go check out Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas.
Dude, all I've ever seen is like the memes of the characters like doing little dances and stuff. Like my daughter shows that to me.
If you like RPGs and you like single player open world RPGs, Fallout is definitely your game. And it's such a unique concept, man. Old school radio sounds and old school shit. But anyways, guys, I gotta go.
Cool.
Guys, you guys are awesome. You
All
guys
right.
take care. I'm killing the broadcast.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, man. You guys be awesome.
Have a great morning. Hail.